Welcome back, everyone, to the Drink and Drum podcast, the podcast with all the vibes. I am one of three hosts. My name is Timon Nicholas, aka Mr. Terrible.
Signing in, Jaron Tomlinson, the young sheller, aka Pineapple Badman in the building. Wagwan.
And it's your boy, Everon Williams, aka Big Easy. You don't know what going.
This is the unapologetic podcast with really good intentions. The socials, them located there at the bottom of this podcast right there. So make sure you hit us up and tell us what going on. Well, today is the 11th episode and probably our last. 12, episode 12 and probably our last, based on the topic that we'll touch today.
Yeah.
This will haunt us 10 years from now when we cancelled.
Nah, I'm gonna defend this. I'm gonna defend it for life.
We start off the episode. Bye. Oh dear. Would they be ready for that? Oh, why am I camera on? Turns off.
You say you saw a big face moving and just like, that's not me.
No, I didn't have Zoom open.
So when you were checking out your face just now, we were looking at. Yeah.
I had my actual camera open.
Oh, the cameras can work simultaneously.
On this at least. You can't record similar to. You can't record on the actual camera though. If you're on something else.
It's cool. Technology go with places. Wait, so when I'm recording something, can the FBI still watch me if two cameras can work, or is only two cameras can work and that's where a third can't work? No?
Oh, you can't even see me thinking. I was thinking. I was like, you might be onto something. But do they really be like spying on people like that though?
Man, they don't have time to watch a million, trillion, billion people.
You check like people that be taping up the thing. I'm like, fam, my life not that interesting.
Bro, I bet the niggas see you on Google or like farting on your bed. Like, come on.
Like seeing an infrared heat to come out the bottom.
How come nobody ever tape up their phone? Their phone camera, like, why?
I'm like, isn't that like easily more easily?
That would be the one I'll monitor the most because you're handling your laptop anyways.
But I don't even need the camera, but just need the mic.
I just need the mic. You saw like he's on the move. 10 steps, he's on the second floor.
Bro, I'm scared. Am I though?
That's a decent topic for like 5 minutes.
For how the FBI ever got people?
No, why people cover their laptop cameras.
It's a real good question because like in China, the way how like the security system work, the mans can track you literally from the moment you step outside and they can pick you up. They can follow you. They don't have to track your phone because of how sophisticated like their network is. They don't need to tap into your phone to figure out where you're at or what you're doing. So they can give you your privacy without giving you your privacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I feel like we have our privacy in the sense that it's not nobody else's interest at this time. So like we have it. And
I feel like all them stuff where they're talking about this spying and listening to us and stuff, they're just listening for keywords. Like they have some kind of algorithm saying if he says terrorist, bomb, meet up somewhere, just tap in to see what's going on. So it's like I say kill president, it's tuning on me right now. And it's like, what else is he saying about kill president?
And that must be possible because like if you just say hey Siri and your iPhone light up.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying to somebody I was telling, like it literally means your phone, the fact that your phone can do that means your phone listening to you 24/7.
Like maybe it's not sending out your data, but it's listening. And soon as you hit the command,
you say the right command. Yeah. It's because it has to always be listening so that when you give the command, it can react. Yeah. So definitely, bro. Yeah, so I don't think it's like a personal thing where like, yeah, we just want to know everyone's business today.
Yeah, all them people that taping up their laptop cameras, some sucker chumps, some jive turkeys. You know, this weird. Like go cover up your phone camera, huh? How about that? Weirdos. Like anyways, like I'm pretty sure the government already seen everything that you got. So like what you show off today, what you hiding tomorrow? They already seen it. I bet they have a deep fake right now of your whole entire body. You sitting on a cactus, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So I feel like it's Black Mirror made people do that though. That one episode where the kid was
Nah.
he was beating off was it kid porn?
Child porn,
Yeah, and then boys record him
wild.
through his camera and
And then
blackmail
him. And
to
then when they
kill
done, they
people,
still
bro.
send that shit out.
Bro, the man made him commit murder.
And they still send that shit out.
Honestly,
all that
in a situation like that, you just kill yourself.
Bro, once I get in an incriminated situation like that, I'm being blackmailed. I'm just like, bro, I already lost. There's no getting me to do it. I lost.
Bro, there's like me, bro, like I really don't give a fuck about a lot of things, right? But then if I was in some like shit like that, bro, like child porn, bro, I'm killing myself. Like I'm killing myself.
Facts. Like I don't see where it goes from there.
Yeah, there's no
going. You go prison, you die. You not go to prison, you die. Your life is done.
Yeah, your life done because you're a sex offender, bro. You can't even be in certain areas of the world because of that.
You can't even ask for forgiveness because you don't have any time. You go to hell.
Like you literally did the unthinkable, and I'm like, damn. But you see, like how they say, and this is not like a thought to say it's right or anything, but like, you know, like how they say, just looking at a homosexual, I'm not comparing the two, but like if you look at a gay person, and they say, you know, a gay person choosing to live life as a gay person, is literally a human being choosing the hardest path possible. Right. Oh. And nobody would do that shit on purpose. It's hard for a lot of people, boss. So for them to be doing that, it would be easier for them to live a life where they are in their streets or whatever, because one, their family, the things that they care about, they're not compromised. You know, they don't get the dirty looks, they don't get all that shit. But to openly come out as gay means you're just saying, nah, I don't give a shit about nobody else but me, and I'm gonna do what I need to do, right? So I'm like, is it the same for like a pedophile? Because literally they choose in a hella dark route by actually acting on whatever feelings they have. You check? Like, and it's not a matter of just society gonna look at you different, but society literally gonna punish you. You check? So would that just be out of just curiosity? Is people just doing it, or is it like, bro, it's something that's in them?
I think it's something in them. I think it's a mental illness, bro.
I think so too, because I don't see why you would choose this route over and over again, given the risks involved. Because the pros do not outweigh the cons in any regard. But literally, people who have had their first offense, literally be coming back and like they can't stop. That's like drugs. That's an addiction.
See, all that interesting because it all falls into place with something I want to talk about today. Because one of our listeners, I don't want to put on blast or anything, sent me a video on Instagram about this guy talking about trans and stuff like that, right? And the reason why I said it came up with the whole pedophile, and I'm not going to say gay because it's not really gay, it's trans. But like, they have this thing called, like, the guy, he was talking about, like, why does the trans community want people to ignore the natural biology and nature of things? Like, why do people have to be forced to change for them, right?
And then give up facts for feelings, basically.
Yeah. Everything is based off of feelings instead of facts over
because
facts.
I feel a certain way. This was what it should be versus this is what it is, regardless as to how you feel.
You see, bro, this is no, but like this.
It's like, okay, why is everybody forced to live a life remodeled based on their feelings? Like, what about ours? Like, when we have our feelings about it, they dismiss it and say, oh, you're a homophobe or
you're hating,
or you're a hater and stuff. Like,
just for disagreeing.
Like, we supposed to, it's crazy. It's crazy because the man brought up something about transracial, which is weird. Trans age, which is weird because that's pedophiles. Trans-able, that's people who feel that they're disabled and they're fucking healthy as a brick, right? And then transgenders, right? Okay, so I don't know what you all know about like people with transgender and stuff, but like, I get it. Like, everybody should have their freedom and rights to do their own thing and believe what they want, to have their own opinions and feelings. And I'm trying to say what I'm saying properly, so there's not much to be left, you know. Like, I don't want to say anything wrong, and
your gaps.
I'm filling my gaps. You check. So I'm treading carefully because I know I can get canceled for the wrong word because everybody's sensitive out here. You know?
Think about them.
But like, yeah, they should be like everybody should be able to like express themselves in whatever way or form and not be judged by it, you know? Like not everything is a 1 or 2 or black and white or male and female. Everyone has like a limit, but that shouldn't stop people from being able to do whatever they want. Like it's nice to ask for equality, even though everyone ain't really necessarily equal. You know what I mean? Because like shit, I know some females that excel at putting men to shame, dog. Like they if things had gender roles, like they kind of do but don't. I know some women that will just take all them boxes and put them men to shame. And I know men can do some female stuff better than females, but like they can do whatever they want. If that's what they're good at that. So just let it be.
That's where your heart is. Do what it is. Like I don't care what you do, right? As long as it doesn't affect me negatively or people around you negatively, I'm all for whatever makes you happy, right? I will never ever say you don't have the right to feel the way you feel, right? But where I draw the line is none of that have shit to do with me. I don't care if you feel like you are a unicorn. That's good for you, bro. And I will encourage you to be the best freaking unicorn you can be. You know? Do whatever makes you happy, you know? Don't let nobody stop you. But if the world don't want to see you as a unicorn, that shouldn't have anything to do with you either, because are you doing this for you or are you doing this for the world?
And they're doing it for the world.
I feel like it comes to like there's literally, because you know there's LGBTQ people that don't really rock with the whole movement, right? Because of what the movement stands for. It's like, yes, we want rights, but we want human rights. I feel like what is being pushed today is beyond human rights. It's like like we want to alter reality as we know it. We want to set our own ideas as rules now. Like we want so much equality that it becomes more of a they end up being superior in a sense. Because a homosexual person can literally take me, run me for everything I have. They can legally rob me of all my belongings for me disagreeing with their lifestyle. Not me acting upon the fact that I disagree with them. It's not like I disagree with your lifestyle and I'm out here chopping up your people and because I disagree. It literally stops as I disagree. Full stop. That's all. And that's all it takes for them to just run my shit to the ground.
Which is wild, bro.
It's wild. And that's why I don't support them on that level. As an organization, bro, I don't care for none of that shit. I ain't gonna be like memorizing and the terms of correct shit, whatever. Because it literally has to do with you.
That's just the same thing like what white person would say. Like, oh yeah, I understand slavery, but I'm not gonna relive that whole history just for you all so I can feel good. No, you're just saying the same thing. Like, I feel like you should be knowledgeable about the whole situation and stuff. So it's like when they come to it bullshit, you're just like, okay, but that's not actually the facts. And some people just like they don't know their shit, but they're just a part of it.
Yeah.
And they'll come and tell you one thing, and when you have all the facts, they're surprised that you know more than them. And then what they do after that, they have to stop being a dick. You know what I mean? But like, go ahead.
Because I don't know, because like with what I just said about LGBTQ, I thought about it like while you were saying what you were saying from like a racist stance, right? And I also stand on me not caring if you personally don't like black people. I don't give a shit about how you feel on the inside. If you don't like black people because of whatever reasons, that's fine. But don't go out there disrespecting people. Don't go out there freaking harming people and acting upon whatever it is you don't agree with, right? So like I'm totally fine with you being racist as long as your racistness ain't got shit to do with me. Because I really don't care about what you think about or how you think. That has nothing to do with me. It doesn't affect me at the end of the day unless you're acting on that shit. So I think I draw the line when it comes to you acting out on the shit.
Jaron,
stay in your lane. As far as if you believe one thing, stay in that lane, do your own thing. Because I'm not over this stepping on your lane and crossing over to see what you're doing. That ain't got shit to do with me.
That's my problem with vegans.
Jaron, this man sound trans blind.
Listen.
So I'm explaining that one. No, what is trans blind?
He refused to see. the transgender community struggle. That's what you are. Actually,
Listen
no,
here,
for
right?
that,
I
you
can't. I can't.
transable.
No, but I'm not
I
saying I don't
can't.
see their struggle, no. Or I don't see, bro, I get it. But it don't have nothing to do with how I feel as a person. I can sympathize with you, which is why when I see a man in a dress, I'll be like, that's a nigga in a dress. But I'm like, meh. But at the same time, who am I to judge this guy? Do what you want. You clearly have a story that made you put on this dress. You have
I
trauma,
just walk
whatever.
past, I'm like, yo, that nigga gay. Can I keep going?
But I ain't gonna trouble him. If that same nigga in a dress, his car broke down and this nigga needed help, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not helping you because you're trans.
Nah, I
I'm gonna still
definitely
freaking
help.
help you, bro. It's nothing out of hate.
It's
But
the human thing to do. Like
It's
you help
weird.
exactly,
somebody.
It's
I
weird.
don't agree with your lifestyle, so I will not associate myself with it. I will not engage in it. I won't indulge.
You find it weird, so you just, you kind of just step to the side. But if you need help, I'm gonna help you. I get
Exactly,
that,
bro. I ain't going out of my way to.
And look, I'm not making a reference and saying that they're similar, but this is what I'm saying. It's like when you see a homeless person, they ask for $2. You really don't want to support this man in buying his drugs, but maybe he's hungry.
But why
give
you
him
think you gonna buy drugs?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna give him a $2 because he out here literally slaving. All that's his job now. Sign out here on the block in winter, summer heat, winter cold.
Right.
He looking some coins.
And as
the least I can do is just
kind of
support the man, give him a toonie, a quarter, something, a loony. That's dollars and $2, guys. Canadian thing. Anyways, right? They have like some simulations that they can run in, like, I don't know where they do it, because I look, you want to try it, where men can like hook up some sensors and wires and stuff and feel certain sensations and pain that women go through. So you can like, so you can feel like period pain to see like what it's like to have cramps and the pain, and then also the pain of childbirth. And I'm like, that's sick, right? And then females can also do it to feel like what it's like to get kicked in the balls or have an orgasm as a man, right? So I'm just like, that is, I'm getting sidetracked right now. Because
where's it going?
Yeah, okay. Because if we think about it, right, we can really understand somebody if we put ourselves in their shoes, go through some of the things that they go through, feel what they feel, and we'll respect them. And I'm not saying that we don't respect people, but we have a better understanding and be more sympathetic because we know where you're coming from physically instead of just where the ear, where the mouth, wherever. You know what I mean? So and I don't know. I was like, when I was thinking about all this is me, man. Females need to go get some strap on and dick down people to understand how that really feel. Because sometimes it's mad work now, and they're like, I'm just like, girl, I'm out here sweating. What are you talking about? You know.
You ever watch?
I'm not saying that I out here want to get pegged or anything like that. Because that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying these niggas, these females, need to go throw on a strap on so they can understand how this the pelt ways. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Because they really can't pelt waist, bro. They really can't pelt waist. But it's not even just that, bro. Like they still not gonna get the feeling of it to understand like why you gotta slow down sometime, why you gotta tilt to the side, why you gotta do whatever you gotta do. Like trust.
Because they just all they have is emotion in that.
Because some girls weird out because like you out there pushing in the strokes now, and then you're kind of like breathing off, so you can like just take your time and pace yourself.
Like, what happened?
And then they start toss
and they start push back.
And I'm like, hey, calm down, wait. I paused for me. I slow down and I pause for a reason. Like, what are you doing?
Bro,
I'm shoot up the club.
If you want to work, let me know so I can adjust myself.
Bro. Yo, you pause for 1 second, and she who been laying on her back for the last 30 minutes.
It's go time.
Stop pushing up like
Hello, calm down. I pull them out and tell you sit down. No, man. But yeah, I was saying on that is that I ain't never going to deny nobody their feelings, but there's levels to this shit. And I feel I'm talking from the point of view where I'm a stranger coming across another stranger who has this lifestyle, right? If I'm, let's say Every, right? My little brother comes out as trans, right? I may disagree with whatever, but because of my relationship with my brother and because I love this nigga and I just freaking, if I know it gonna make him happy if I refer to him as a she around him, because of my relationship with him, right? I would,
Facts.
right? It have nothing to do with me not agreeing with it, whatever. Because for the reasons why I'm doing this is because I love you. But when you're a random stranger and you pull that shit to me and it's like I'm obligated.
Is what I'm going to call you.
Exactly.
Which makes sense.
It makes all the sense. So for you to even be mad at me, and then if you were to correct me and be like, I'm whatever, and I still don't, I choose not to, whatever. It's so important to you that I do this for you.
Shit, if it's a problem, you can walk away.
Walk the frig away. I'm like, bro, if this is gonna be a problem to me, you don't have to talk. It's that simple, bro.
And let me get this straight, people. They say we're not hating.
It's
we're
not
trying to
hate.
be difficult or anything. We're just saying it makes sense.
Like, leave me alone, bro. Like, stop frigging me up, because at the end of the day, I'm not going out of my way to bother you either. It's not like I'm out here protesting the thing that you're fighting for. Like them vegans, for real. Literally exactly what them vegans be trying, and everybody looking at these vegans as crazy people. That's literally what them trans people be doing too. They're forcing the ideology on you as if you're supposed to give a shit. I'll give a shit if I want to give a shit, but if I don't, I'm not obligated to, and I'm not gonna go out to my way.
Tell me what to eat, bro. I'm gonna throw hands. Like the next vegan that tell me what to eat, I'm gonna throw hands, bro. Like I'm sick and tired of these niggas, bro.
Nah, you see, that's why you have to. That's why you have to walk on with like some ham in your pocket, and when they say something, you slap them in the face. Shut up.
Little pork chop.
Nigga, your raccoons be out during the day. Keep that ham in your pocket to see what happens to you.
Wasn't it Ed and Eddie where them man just fight one another with ham and so? On some big steak.
Some big piece of
So big piece of meat, boy. Ralph that had him on deck, boy. No, the fish. The boy,
the fish. He hold the fish by the tail and slap people.
Exactly. You son of a shepherd.
Son of a shepherd.
Oh, the boy is bad.
Which is okay. What? So back to the topic.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm not really no scientist or biologist or whatever, right? To really know what I'm talking about too much. So I'm going to try not to spread propaganda, okay?
Misinformation. I can't, bro. I really, truly, right? Like, I am so sorry that I'm not saying much because I don't know anything about this topic. Like, I'm really not that good at this.
No, I get you. It's like you don't like to talk about things that you haven't really like experienced or for 100%. Like, I get that. But it's like, okay, from when I was thinking about it, right, this whole trans thing, it naturally could make sense from how we were like our base form, because like when children are born, the sex organ develop like around I think it's like between the months like week 7 or 12 or some shit, right? And like they all start out as a female basically. So like the baby gets like an X chromosome from its mother to start out with, and whatever form in there, that's what it is, X, and it's waiting for the other. Well, I shouldn't say X. It's getting the X from his old lady, and then it's getting either the X or the Y from its dad. So that's basically
a random. It's not the other way around?
I don't think so.
One of them. You have one and you wait for the next one.
Yeah, so you have an X from the old lady and the daddy probably giving it the X or the Y, right? Or it could be the other way around. I don't know. Y'all follow me?
Yeah.
Okay. So when that happens, the female base form then produces like a dick, and then she becomes male. Mm-hmm. And then the process continues until, childbirth, right? So based on everything that we know about like nature and how it's unpredictable, some baby can be born with both genders, like we call it, like you just being a hermaphrodite, yeah, right? And it can come with 2 genders, right? And some babies can be born feeling like the opposite sex, like due to some kind of imbalance in their what the system called that produce like hormones.
There's the hormones.
And endocrine system or some shit like that. Like if you have extra testosterones and it's a female, then it might come out a little, tomboyish.
Male
features, whatever. And if you have a little bit more estrogen than you're supposed to, I might come out a little bit sensitive, more sensitive than you would normally. So it can happen. It can happen, right? But like, with large amounts of people on the daily just becoming trans, there's a possibility that some people lying on nature. You know, because like nature does something every once in a while, but like with all these droves, bro, it's something else that's playing here. Like I feel like a lot of people don't really understand their feelings and emotions, and they're trying to like they coming up with some kind of conclusion that makes sense to them in their own, like, you know, that's their right to feel how they feel, and that's their truth as being like, that's them being human. They have all right to do all that kind of shit, right? But let's be honest for a minute. Like, environment plays like a real role in how a child really turns out, dog. Like, lack of decent parents, then, like, I don't know, maybe you're just living with your dad, or you're living with your mom, or your parents are shit, right? It could really like affect your growth. You could be a killer, you could be trans, you could be gay, you could be straight. Like
bro, you can't completely blame like the environment, because at the end of the day, you have to make the conscious decision to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
True, but okay, how can I say this, right?
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard because those are some of the things that factor in. Because like you could go to school innocent as the innocent lamb in a field, right? And somebody bully you about something you didn't even know was a problem. Man wearing the long socks, and man's like, "Oh man, your socks over your ankle?" Yeah, and you're just like, "Wait, what?" Right? And now you're thinking like,
if you are you man in the school and you're with anklets and hands, man.
See? And out of nowhere, you'd even that's nothing. Right? And then your life changed because now you're just like, okay, do I fit in with society? You go home, or your cousins and them, your female cousins them high socks, and your male cousins them have low socks, or vice versa, whatever. You're thinking like, oh shit, it's a thing. You start making connections where no connections supposed to be. Your family could bully you, people in school could bully you. Shit, you could go to church and hear the man saying, and blah blah blah, God said. Blah, 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 blah. Short socks, faggot. And you're like, wait, what? Right? And yes, I used the word faggot, guys. I said it. I said it, but I was, you know, just cool. Don't hate.
Slim Shady.
But I'm just saying, like, they could say some wild shit like that. And then you as a kid might just, you look, some people can just hear that shit and be like, yeah, whatever, and continue about their life. But other people might hear that shit and be
some
like,
people built different.
Oh, that's me. That's me. So like, sometimes like the environment and the knowledge, like the lack of knowledge in that environment, like let's say the people them don't know what they're talking about, or just saying shit because it affects you. And you might not think, oh, you know, it's not gonna affect you that much. But think about it, like if every time you do something bad and somebody complains, I'm gonna tell your mother, and they keep complaining to your mother keep saying, take from picking them out of your mouth, I'm gonna bang on you. Whatever you do. And me will deal with it when you get home, and you never get deal with. You can think that you can get away with a lot of things and your mother cool with it because nobody can tell you shit. If they didn't push you out, they can't tell you shit. And then you have this kind of complex going around where I could do the fuck I want.
Anything.
And then you grow out there just bad up people. So it happens, and you're like, my mother didn't teach me or train me to be bad, hearsay, but her actions or her lack of caused you to grow up like this. And it wasn't that she intended for you to grow up like this. It just so happened.
That don't mean you don't know. That don't mean that you don't know right from wrong now.
Yeah, but then your idea of
your
right
perception of it is altered.
It's not the same. So you might say, oh, it might be okay to steal or to kill, but it's not. But in your head, you're like, there's a time and place when you need to. Or if you disrespect me, I have to. Because that's the right thing to protect my honor, protect my pride, protect whatever, defend whoever. And it's wrong, but
the pride.
It's wrong, but to you, it's right. So who is wrong? That's your truth. You know what I mean?
It's all complex, bro. Because like even from that, you can't even categorize and say that's how people are gay. You know, it's like because like literally they come from all different perspectives. There's because I fully know there's people who like be gay out of spite. Right? Some people that just gay because they're like, fucking niggas ain't that bad. So like I can do that and like whatever. So they have their own reasons aside from them wholeheartedly feeling this way about themselves. I can say that, right? I can also say that there's other people who literally just feel like from day one they look at a woman and a woman has never been attractive to them. It's like, yeah, I see this thing, yeah, it's just a person, but like nothing about that makes me bubble on the inside, you know? And they look at a man and like everything about that makes this nigga bubble. So I'm like, because like my parents never told me what to be attracted to, right? Even as a straight person, like me being straight, I can't say it's because my parents told me, yeah, these features are what you should find attractive and blah 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 blah, you know?
Under boobs.
But but think about it like this. Maybe they didn't have to tell you because they set an example. So you knew man and woman, daddy and mommy.
Man yeah, but woman, I know a lot of things, but I don't do everything by the book. No, I still kind of have my own.
I get what you mean, but like that could just be one of those things that happens subconsciously that you didn't know you were studying about until you did. You know, like some people say, like there's some people saying that, you know, a lot of guys go out and they search for a woman that reminds them, and it's not that they're thinking about their mother or anything, but like have certain similarities to what their mother like or something. Like maybe she cooks. It's weird, but it's like it's one of the, like, okay, it's like when a father is trying to teach her daughter taught her about like how she's supposed to be treated by a man properly. Like, this is what you need to expect. This is how you're supposed to be treated. This is the standard for you. And he's showing her that this is what a gentleman is like. This is what a gentleman does in the presence of somebody that he cares about. So when she goes out there, she can know, oh, these are some fuck niggas and they do some shit. Yeah, and when she find a genuine guy, she can like, yeah, this guy is genuine, like my dad or something. And it could be the same for the mother. The mother could probably say, okay, I have a son and I want him to respect women. So I'm going to move in a certain fashion and treat him and talk to him a certain way. Try not to annoy him as much. And because they know children always in the area, always listening, always looking, they know that per se that anything that they do inside or around the kids could influence them more than they even know themselves, you know? So I feel like it all plays or impact, but like, let me get back.
Yeah, so I just like just on what you're saying there before you go back, I think it does play a part, but if you realize as you grow up, I would like to hope that's how humanity works, right? Because I know that's how I work. As like for me, the older I get, the more I question the things that I do, the things that I am, you know, all that stuff. The more I question, I'm like, why? I'm like, is this good? Is this something I'm with because this is something that was taught to me? You know, was this instilled in me and this is why I do it? Am I doing this, or do I have a reason for doing the things that I do? You know, am I doing this because I thought that this is a good idea versus this is just what it's always been, right? And I feel like if it is at a point that you were influenced into like homosexuality and you were that way because of the influence, I feel like at some point, because mind you, the claim is when you're gay or you're trans, this is who you were the whole time, right? So if you weren't really that person from the jump and you came to be that person because of influence, at some point, aren't you going to like resort back to who you actually are?
It's sometimes it's not even really influence, it's clarity. It's like your eyes.
Go ahead, like, elaborate.
Yeah, you just open your eyes, you see different things, and then that's how like this thing make you feel. It's not really influence. It's because like it's something that you never knew about, and then like you understand it, and then it just clicked to you like, oh, what's that shit when you got like a lot of different women, like you could be in multiple relationships, well you realize like, oh, I always cheat on my girlfriends or whatever, and the relationship ends because you always cheating on your girlfriends. So now you watch a movie or some shit, and then they explain this to you that whatever, you go to therapy or whatever, you talking, and they explain this to you. You realize like, yo, maybe that's just who I am. I'm supposed to got 2 girlfriends.
You want me to say what's funny about that? Because like I remember back in the day, when Lil Wayne was always rapping and singing about pussy and all these girls. I'm like, yo, celebrities must fuck a lot of things, right?
Trust.
You don't think that at one point they get tired and just like, man, no, y'all get out of my house. I'm tired of y'all vaginas, right? Like I feel like some celebrities, they live such a extravagant life. They have all this sex, and then at one point they just get tired. They just get tired of all the bullshit because they run into the same people and they just want something new. And now they're not attracted to that person, and they just like, where do I go from here? And then they must meet some dude in common, and they just like, I've never tried this. I'm curious, because I think a lot of people will get curious about some things, And then when they try it, they realize, oh shit, I like it. They never expected to, they never wanted to, but they tried it and they like it, right? What you say about that person? Because that person wasn't always gay. He was straight. And it's not that he didn't know he was gay. He wasn't until he tried it. It's like the same with food. Like, oh, you can say, oh man, I hate onions. You tried it one time. And then you go back again and try onions. You're like, oh shit, I love onions because your taste changed and you didn't even know. You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
see,
there's like, because
I don't know.
If you think about it too, no, gayness didn't just start like the last century ago. Like this shit was back in the Bible.
It's been there from the jump. It's just that people, it just hasn't from time been accepted by society. So it's always something that if you found yourself in the predicament, you hold it, you know? And the strong, I would say those that come out are the strong ones. Because it's hard to keep holding it, to keep hiding who you really are and living a fake life in that sense, right? So the strong say, you know what, even though, you know, life is easier to live in society, if I keep it a secret, I don't care if it gets harder, I'm gonna just come out. And I feel like that's you know, for them. But I don't.
It's commendable.
It's commendable from that sense.
If I wake up tomorrow and I realize I'm gay, y'all would not know, not even until I die. Like,
I don't. Bro, it's too late for me.
Yeah, it is. It's not even.
I'm too comfortable.
Y'all stuck in your ways,
bro. I got.
No, I feel like you would be like more situations like y'all stuck in your ways because like you knew who the person you were and what you were saying. Like, yeah, I'm never this and this is me and blah blah. And then you're like, shit, I can't. I just realized I'm gay. I can't tell nobody.
No, I'm undercover, bro. I would keep the same exact energy, bro. Like I'm telling you, like, bro, nobody would know. Nobody would know.
Because and here's what I'm thinking, right?
But what are you really changing though? Because a lot of people, they were once one way, and as soon as the whole gay thing happened, they start acting feminine, like on the spot. I'm just like, okay, but why did you have to change so flamboyantly?
Because that's what they wanted. They always wanted. But like they could never, because
they could never
allow it.
They couldn't express it until they couldn't express it until now.
Mind you, know, if you do a certain thing, boss, as something as being emotional as a man will get you classed as gay as a child.
That is something I also want to touch.
No, one time, bro. One time, this girl, she was younger than me. And like, bro, like she was like messaging me and whatnot, right? And I'm like, yo, like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, I can't, whatever. The girl asked me if I'm gay because I'm not giving any play. Bro, I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I told this girl, like, yo, I'm not fucking you. Like, I'm not that. Like, I like you as a friend. I don't want that. And she's like, you're gay? I was like, because I don't want your vagina. It's wild out here.
I get it though. It's so I'm surprised because niggas are dogs. We go for anything, right? So when you come across a nigga that's stingy, it's like, these exist? Nah, you know, this product defected.
It's crazy how like this whole like how pedophilia is accepted within the fucking Caribbean us. Like it is crazy, bro.
Bro, I used to see that shit in school and stuff, and I used to be grossed out. It's wild. It's wild. Like big man and trouble girl in the former class now.
Boss
and
man,
work.
Boss.
Them a work.
Boss man.
Boss man.
How we supposed to compete with a working man with me in the second one?
One working man with transport.
With transport. All the spots on them. Like what?
And the boss for strap up that in, you know.
She checked.
Man, even need the house.
Beer seat, beer walkway, beer open door, beer hot seat. You know, the little engine area. That
like a handrail or so. They can't turn up. Yo.
Yeah.
And that shit is normal.
It's wild. Because like the age of consent isn't like 16 and taken everywhere. It's like 20, 21 and that kind of shit.
I don't even know, bro.
Because I know man still saying, what, you're 14? Say less. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Man say, if in upon the clock, you can get the cock.
How we go?
Was anything after 12 at lunch?
Gross.
Check. And I'm like, fam, y'all just bugging out here, man.
Oh, what the boss? We be a 14 and over, bend them over.
Yeah. So beer, and the thing is not we laughing, right? But it's some serious shit.
It's some serious shit.
People believe that.
They're like, yo, boss, yeah, old enough, no. Like she has sense. Bro, I don't even know what it is. I feel it's because them girls actually fast too. And I don't know. Like, because I don't want to say them boss man be taking advantage of them, right?
No, hold. We get to that pedophilia shit later, man. We'll get to that just now, man. We'll get to that just now. Because I don't want like we get to that just now. Okay, so like I feel like honestly everybody just needs to be like knowledgeable, and I'm not saying be versed in what's happening around them in the ever so changing world that we live in. I'm just saying a little knowledge here, a little knowledge there goes the mile, to be honest. Because like a lot of people, they confuse, just like when it comes to like what do you call it, they confuse with like the whole race and shit like that. It's like they confuse with race, they confuse with gender, and they confuse with their identity. Like they don't know what their identity is. Some people don't even know how to express or accept love. Like especially males, they look at another man and they can't admit that that guy, he handsome. You know, they can't do that. They can't express sensually that they care for their friend or that they love their friend. Like they just don't know how. They can't do it because they think that if they do it, that's showing emotions that can hint that they're gay. The fuck out.
Just the fact that it's less manly, and anything that is less manly instantly equals gay.
Which is weird.
It's like a fine line. It's like there's like a long line to be like let me say it. There's half a mile of travel to be a man. Like things that can fit between there to be a man, step by step, going half a mile, and all it takes is for you to backstep. You could be like nearly the whole half mile. You done run, and you take one step back, gay.
Bro, since I was young, like, bro, like I was listening to like DMX music, and DMX always say he love his niggas, bro. And I always thought DMX was the most manly person on this planet, bro. Like, bro, like, like he was like the king alpha male. So you know, I never found that weird. Like I could always tell my homies I love them, because you know, like if DMX can do it, nigga, I can fucking do it too.
I used to tell my parents that on the phone. Yeah, I used to cringe.
Yeah, I used to cringe.
You still no, you see, no.
Like everyone was the first somebody that I saw openly be like on the phone in front of his friends, be like, "All right, mommy, love you, bye," and I'm like, "Oh, what?"
No, but Tim, I know you always see me tell my mom I love her, but she never believed me.
Yeah, but so you say you smile and you laugh.
Because I know she's not gonna believe me.
Yeah, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But like whenever I said, he's just like, yeah, right? And I'm just like, you know, I love my parents now. I just never really tell them that because I thought it goes without saying. Clearly, I love them to death, okay? And I felt like my actions and sometimes, you know, my behavior and how I show my affection proves or shows them that I love them. It's only when I came to Canada, I started telling them like, yo, I can't even see my parents, dog. Like I have to let them know I love them when I hang up the phone or when I call and talk to them. You know what I mean? It just wasn't a normal thing for me to do. And it's not that maybe it's uncomfortable to have to say it because it's like, yo, you know, I love you now. I have to say it. You know? But yeah, that's how it was, man. But like, yeah, some people just don't know how to accept it. Like, I think humans, we all suffer from like identity crisis at some point in life. Like maybe it's early in their life or like late, and some people figure that shit out real quick, like quicker than others. You know, they know
that
they
puts pressure on other people too.
That put pressure on people, dog. It really does.
I feel like the whole point of being born is to become it's to become who you were meant to be. And if you are unable to do that within the time that society sets, not because society made it a rule, but when you look around, it tends to be like this certain age group has their shit figured out. It's like when you're not there or you're approaching there and you don't have it figured out, it's like, bro, you know? And then that pressure, the same pressure you're talking about, it's like, and I'm like, I don't know, I always try and tell people, bro, life is not a race. Like, if you don't have your shit figured out, work towards figuring it out. Stop stressing about the fact that you don't have it figured out and focus on how you're going to get it figured out.
Because, like, one day you will figure it out.
One day you will, even if you're freaking 40, bro. Like, the fact is, you did that shit.
40? Man, give up. I kidding.
My 45 when they wake up, like, I should be an astronaut.
But it's never too late, bro. I was never too late.
Man,
I don't know what your life story was.
He's like, yes, I'm going to space.
Yo, this Rona dead ass killing me, bro.
Bro, I was gonna say you sound sick. What's wrong?
We was gonna get to that when I asked how was your week.
Oh, okay, we can do that later then. Just go. We don't care right now. Okay, but when are people gonna stop trying to like identify things that they really ain't? You know what I mean? Like I understand transgendered people for sure. I don't get why they have to go to them. Yo, I'm catching your shit over the net, dog.
Over Zoom.
I don't get the extreme measures that they take. I don't have a problem with it. It's their body. They can do the fuck they want. I just, bro, cutting your dick?
Bro, yeah, like you can't tell me that. Honestly, bro, and that's another thing that proves to me that you really feel like you're a woman on the inside. Because there's nothing, bro. Let me tell you, right? I can say this shit. I am not circumcised, right? And I don't have, there's like medical reasons why you should, or why they would advise you because like it's too tight.
Health reasons and all kind of shit. Yeah,
I don't have any of those reasons on my list, and I can proudly say that it's not like to a point where it's like, ugh, that's a lot. You know, it's like just the perfect amount. It's just there, right? There's nothing that any of you can do to get me to get a piece of that, bro. To get my foreskin alone removed. There's nothing. I will not put myself in that situation, bro. And it's just to remove, bro. I'm not doing it.
And I don't want to.
I like my little turtleneck, bro. My hoodie.
Like, yeah. Keep it warm in the winter, bro.
I don't know what's wrong with these other niggas, bro. Cause like that shit, bro. With your head being exposed all the fucking time, bro. That shit get desensitized,
bro. Like literally, if my shit ain't set properly and I walk in and I should rub my underwear, I feel it. I'm like, hello. I have to stop and reset, bro. Like, so I'm whatever, bro. I am not putting myself in a situation like that, right? And that's literally the bare minimum as far as any surgical related things go with your privates, right? So for you to fully just cut them off, like you ain't cutting off piece, you ain't altering it, you ain't trying to fix it, you're just, boss, I can't. I would not. I'm definitely not trans.
Bro, sometimes I'm just like, man, let me go try on this pants real quick and run downstairs. And this is me. This one have on a zipper. So I'm going to put on some underwear. Because I am not about to zip up that pants and catch that thing caught in the zip. No. Okay? Okay? That shit happen when you're a kid. You're just like, Are you balling on the place? Are you like,
Catching the fucking fact, you have to unzip that bitch to get dope.
Unzip it. Yo. Yeah. These are problem as male kids. Your dick skin get trapped in zippers sometimes.
You know what it was? Y'all was just always in a rush.
Yes.
That's exactly what it was, because I had no business rushing. The time it happened, I looked down, I'm like, I didn't have to be here,
I didn't have,
This did not have to happen.
I know, I'm in pain and I have to go call my parents.
You check? Literally, I did this because I was trying to get this piss done before these advertisements were finished in between the show.
Or run outside real quick, go play some ball. Something.
Some dunceness. It was never worth it. But damn. Well, yeah, bro, as a man, your jewels, your plums, the bishop is your most valuable.
That's how I know you're serious, dog. That's how.
Yeah. So when you cut that shit off, you have all my respect, because, bro, I could not. And not even to say I would not, I could not.
So everyone, Jaron, hear this now. You're saying you don't respect Caitlyn Jenner?
I don't.
Because he cut that shit off.
Nah, he still have his dick.
I mean, cut something off?
Nah, and Massey not get rid of that shit.
Oh, still, well, honestly, let me hear this out. Let me hear this out. Let me tell you,
disrespecting. Right? She said she's not getting rid of it.
I rate that individual. I think that's my personal thing. Because so with that person's case, right?
Mm-hmm.
That person chose to be trans into a woman because they felt like they were a woman, they'd belong in a woman's body, blah, blah, blah. However, that person don't love man. They still love woman.
Bro, the world is fucking confused.
So keeping the dick, right? keeping his dick.
This man
is
turned
like
lesbian.
he turned lesbian, but he can still have straight sex, and he's
That's
only having
sick.
straight sex. He just
That's
dressed
sick.
as a woman because he doesn't feel fit as a man. Like he doesn't feel, physically a man. But everything else, as far as his sexual preference, all that shit is still in accordance to being a man, except for his lifestyle.
Like
his
I never really thought about it because it's not like the guy know my name, so I'm not.
Yeah,
it's not like if she know my name, so I'm not caring about the story, the history, the whatever. It has nothing to do with me. A lot of people, right? They know so much about superstars and famous people, and it's not like I'm trying not to know about them. I enjoy your art, your craft, your whatever. I love your movies, I love your music, I love your shows. I love
stays right there.
It stays right there. I don't need to know your age, your favorite color, your birthday, where you live, what you did last week, and that thing that blew up on Twitter. I don't care. Because what you know about me? What you know about me? When I spend some money to buy a ticket to come to your concert, do you say, "Oh, Tim on that? Nice." No.
I don't know. I don't know Son's story. I don't know anything about Son. So saying that I don't respect them is kind of disrespectful, but it's for the bare fact that I don't even want to search any of it. Just made me say, like I don't respect you because I just don't care. Like, you don't really matter.
It has nothing to do with you. You mind your business.
I think that same respect that I said, like you have my respect if you do that. It's not to say you didn't have it for not doing it. It's like that's a different level of respect.
It's a different.
You always have my basic respect as a human being, right? Like another human being will always have that until they do something that is like warranted.
Doesn't it's like when your partner says, "Yo, I got your back," and you're just like, "Yeah, thanks, man." And then when push comes to shove, the man got your back. You're like, "Oh, yeah." It's like you respect that person, but no,
different level.
Okay, so yeah, they get the earned respect.
Yes,
not the standard package.
They have a standard. You're just by default you have the standard
because
package.
You're human. You get that. You get. So you're saying you don't respect aliens?
Me and none. So we cross our bridge yet.
You're right.
I don't know how we gonna feel. I have to see what they're about.
So now all that transgender talk, I feel like we can done that. So let's talk about transracial shit, because that's weird. That's like, it's weird. What can you really call? Yeah, transracial. So it's like a white woman wanna be black and a black woman wanna be white. Like, honestly, and it's weird. Just like, it's weird. Just like, is it appropriating somebody's cultural nationality and stuff like that, dog?
That's the thing. I don't know, because if you say a trans race, right? You wake up. I feel like that's a mental illness that stemmed from something. Maybe schizophrenia. You have voices in your head telling you shit.
Bro,
because the only difference that I can imagine a white person feels when they wake up in the morning that's different than mine is nothing. The only difference come when they open their eye and they look in the mirror.
Cause like, okay, look at this.
Is what you see. Like I don't see any other reason for you to feel. Like, what does it feel like to be black as a white person having not transracial in a struggle like that? Like what I don't know what you gain. Like what is being satisfied here? Is it something internal? Is it in your head? Is it society's your status? Is it all external factors, or do you now feel fulfilled as a human being because you have more melanin?
Life like, too easy. She want to play hard.
Imaginary melanin.
Like imaginary. Like I don't know. See, so that honestly, so I'm just gonna say everything now. Yeah, because I don't have nothing ready to say on that because it logically doesn't make sense to me at all. I don't even know what lines to start thinking alongside in trying to understand what the hell that's even about.
Y'all lacking some knowledge, bro. Go get some knowledge.
Talk to me, Pastor. Talk to me.
No, come on. Like I can understand. I can understand you waking up, and saying like, okay, I'm a woman or whatever. But you cannot wake up and look at your white skin, look at your Caucasian fucking self in the mirror and say, "Yep, I'm black."
Just wait till I put on my shades when it's 5 o'clock now, because I'm seeing everything dark.
I got that personality disorder from what was that one? No. What was that movie? With that guy that does be playing younger Professor X from X-Men. And Splits.
Yeah, which anyways.
Yeah, what if you have like a disorder like that maybe the person you woke up as today is black? So it has to be something mental where I can give you and respect you on it.
I don't want to go. I don't know. I feel like it's again back to this whole environment thing because like again, if you're in a different environment, you have to like your survival instincts have to kind of kick in and tell you, yo, fit in. Because I feel like transracial, it has to start from like me appropriating your whatever
Bro,
culture or
you can
living.
be you can be the whitest white boy in the hood and niggas gonna respect you if you being your white boy and you a stand-up nigga still.
No,
Like,
I
bro,
get
like
no, I get that.
you don't have to, bro. Being black, it doesn't mean that you tough. So it don't have nothing to do with your environment.
No. Okay. Think about it like this, right? If a white guy, right, Caucasian guy with his family went to Africa, right? And I'm calling Africa because like it's surrounded by a lot of black people who just like, they're their own thing, right?
You know, I honestly feel like you should have just said Antigua because
I was gonna say
I think
Antigua, but I wanted it to just be somewhere else that I wasn't familiar with. Right? And they go to Africa and they raise this child here for about, I don't know, the next 10 years, right? So by the time he leave Africa and come out to this the States or something, he's 15, right? And all his friends are black. Everything that they do together, they're black. He's still himself, but because of the environment that he in, he had to fit in with the kids. They run around the place without shoes. He accustomed to wear shoes when he was home. And now and then he go down the road and take off his shoes and he playing football with the guys and put back on his shoes when he come home. They're also like chatting and cussing and making fun and doing all these things. And he doing the same thing because that's what his environment doing. That's what he having fun. He's still him, but the environment he's still fitting into. Because back at New York or England or wherever he was at, he wasn't running on the place playing football barefoot. He wasn't. So he fit into his environment. Suppose he was like accustomed to just read book and then sit down on the windowsill and look at butterflies and birds through binoculars. You think the man will go African and sit down through the window while everybody else like have fun? Nah,
okay,
he
but
fitted in.
your culture don't have anything to do with your race.
That's I was going to say
no,
that. Yeah,
no,
like
okay.
none of that is like a black thing versus a white thing.
I'm building the world. I'm building the world.
Okay,
right?
Go.
No, he accustomed to eat potatoes on like, I don't know, what's that thing with the lucky people?
Irish,
whatever.
I think that's racist.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
They have a day that they celebrate, like
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, right?
They don't just drink that day.
I think so. Dog.
But I don't know.
Let's say the man accustomed to have like celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and he go to Africa and they celebrating Mandela Day. And the man be like, oh, okay. And they going on to Mandela Day and they all here like making kites and drinking and then setting shit on fire. If this man enjoy doing that and he go back over to the States and say, yo, for the last 10 years, I just, when this comes, this is what we do, fly kites and whatever. And he's showing all his friends that he's doing this thing. Is he culture, like, is he appropriating that culture? Or is it just his life that he knew and now he's living it?
He's elsewhere. Not appropriating the culture. Like he went there, he experienced the culture, and like it's a part of him now. It's a part of your experiences. Mm-hmm. But your experiences what make you. So it's a part of him.
So I don't even believe in cultural appropriation.
I honestly don't. I get it because I feel like people just don't give the credit or know a little bit about the history. Like I think it's some people might do things and not know the history or give it credit. And I think that's what bothers some people. I think that's what bothers some people. It's because like if a white girl hang out with all her black friends and then they're like, oh, we getting turned up, we wearing weaves, we wearing braids, we doing all of this, and she just have her one hairstyle that she fling up and braid and brush or whatever, and then they show some cornrows. Some black people go see she had them like, girl, let me show 2 cornrows in your head, and then boom, like, and she's like, oh. And they like to gas people up, dog. Mm-hmm. So they're telling her, girl, and she just takes some pictures and whatever, and she posts them, and she go down the road, and then people look at her, oh, she culture appropriate, look at her trying to be a black girl. She's just stupid. In her environment enjoying herself.
Exactly. And you don't know.
She in this thing, appropriate. Why you have braids? This and that. Her environment, bro.
Yeah, like I don't understand why it's such a big thing. And I realize too, the people that be like enforcing this are a certain type of person too. And I think it was Extra Gravy. They were talking about it because they said people, okay, like you saw Chet Hanks
like
be doing all that Jamaican stuff,
gatekeeping.
Right? Yeah,
it's like
Chet Hanks,
it's not the original set of people. It's like the generation that went off
exactly.
trying to protect.
If a tourist come Antigua, boss, and the tourists start doing shit like how we do it in Antigua, are happy. A piece of us is now with that person, and now that person enjoy that and got take that
person
back.
That person is taking our culture, taking it to where they coming from,
You
and
check,
they spreading it. They
making
sharing
people what we gave
us,
them,
bro, so that people can want to come see what I do.
See what you check. The man go home and say, yo, I wear Antigua. These people are lit, they fun, they vibe. The man come up with new lingos.
You check, the boy say, you know, here we say like this, and back there they say like a that. You know, and your boy, and you know, just small things like that. And
like the man learn a new dance, a new song. The boy do it, I like a swag with the hair and whatever. And the man moving. He was good time, affected,
bro,
positively because of the culture. Now he's spreading it for his enjoyment.
Exactly. So, you left a mark on that individual. Your culture did that. The thing that makes you is so powerful that it's affecting somebody else to that level. I would be nothing else but proud in that situation.
So maybe I don't understand what cultural appropriation is.
No, you understand it because you see when somebody getting cancelled over it all the time and it's literally stupid shit. Who the hell am I to tell a white person they can't have dreads because black people have dreads? That makes any kind of sense?
I think everybody just wants to be in like an exclusive club. Like if we have it, you can't have it. We had it first.
Exactly, but like, why is it even a thing like that? Because then, if that's the thing, it's like I always say, it's like our search to find equality amongst all races and walks of life is constantly being bombarded with acts of supremacy.
Bro, but the younger generation, they have it, but they too
they're too sensitive. They have the vision that it's not that deep. But we're making other things deep for other reasons. And it's like, okay, we get that you're kind of going where we wanted you to head, but now you're just doing it to an extreme level.
Yeah, it really is.
Everything just get blasted out of proportion.
But let's talk about this big one, because John brought it up earlier, where Bossman and shit, it's the trans age. That's when a person, and maybe I shouldn't even lump all these together just because they have trans in common. I'd be like, transgender is the same as trans age and trans whatever. But anyways, trans age, this encourages pedophilia because a 52-year-old man can say,
R. Kelly can say he feel like he's 16.
Yeah, R. Kelly could say, yo, I was transgendered from since I was a kid. You know, and this was just always me. When I was 5, I was 25, and now that I'm 50, I'm actually 16. You know, and who's supposed to blame him? Because they have everything. Once you feel it, that's what the truth is now for everybody in the whole world.
And so, you can't tell him he can't either, because when that guy over there woke up in the same predicament where he felt like he was something that he
you can't deny one man and then give another.
Yeah, something. You can't deny the right. It's like that's the thing. It's a consistency that has to play out with the rules.
Y'all about to give R. Kelly a defense now.
But I'm sure he been tried it, because we cannot be the only people thinking
if he tried it and it didn't work out, then this trans age shit, it shouldn't even be a topic because it's not real.
Bro, but that's the thing. It's gonna take time because it's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
It's just like when they say like, okay, you can't stop somebody from worshiping whatever religion that it is, the free country, free nation, whatever. People have the right to worship what they want. And then when satanic worship came on the scene, they're like, okay, how about we don't know? But then they couldn't change it.
They couldn't ban satanic worship.
They couldn't ban it. So they had to just let it go on wherever it's going on.
The principal rule is that this is this. So when it comes on to the technicalities now, if they fall under the general principle, you know, like the principle of adding is this plus this. You put if you have this, you put it to this. So and that's how you add, right? The principle of whatever the trans thing is based off of. Anything trans is transition, right? You change from one thing to another. And the driving force is because you felt that way, right? So you have to apply it to other things too. Whether it will in actual circumstance, maybe a person pretending to or the person who's trying to benefit off of this whole trans thing isn't necessarily living an uncomfortable life in the same way that maybe a transsexual person was, you know?
Can you
They're not
repeat
having the
that?
same struggle and shit.
Can you repeat that? When you were saying something about trans, like the purpose of something about
Oh,
it.
so when like trans, the whole trans thing in general, without like transphobia or trans age, whatever, it's like it's the change of, right? You transition, you change from one thing to another, right? The basis of it is always what? This is how you
Okay,
feel, right?
but
Because science doesn't say I'm a woman, but I feel like a woman, so I can transition into one, right? Science says I'm 50 years old, but if I don't feel like I'm 50 years old, I should be able to transition into whatever, because on the basis on which that man turned into a woman was based on how he felt.
okay, yo, but like age, right? Age is already changing, right? And it goes upwards. So how exactly do you transition it through whatever the fuck you said, right?
Man does not ever turn into a woman. But we do that anyways.
Listen, right? If the man feel like a woman and he say yeah, woman because he feel like one woman, then let the man do whatever.
And
But
if
me,
me
no,
say
you
me feel like a teenager because my bones them now hurt me, whatever, I feel young at 9. I feel uh, everything in relation to how I think a 15-year-old should feel, then I should, under the same principle of the whole trans thing, making a change because of my feelings.
Technically, you're still gonna commit a crime,
listen, watch it.
even if you
Look here,
feel
right?
15 and you're gonna sleep with a 15-year-old, it's still a crime because a 15-year-old gonna get
It
in
is.
trouble.
Oh yeah, so it's not legal, but I'm saying why wouldn't it be legal though? Because
Okay,
like,
well
it's the
here, right?
principle we're talking about, not the actual
Yeah,
law.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah, yeah.
principle behind it.
I feel like today is Wednesday, so y'all need to start this call 2 days from now.
Right, so the boy trans retarded.
But it's just that type of thing. There's no logic. There's nothing else backing it up except the claim that I feel this way, because there's nothing stopping me from identifying as a woman tomorrow. Everyone that goes to sleep after this podcast tonight can wake up tomorrow and say, I am going to be a woman tomorrow, and literally start my transition tomorrow.
I wish this was things that happened to us during school, because I would identify as a computer and Google all of my answers.
They must have a plugin.
Bro, now transable is the one that I thought was
no funny. I've never heard this before.
I have seen, I think it was a show, but there's an actual disorder that's linked to it.
Actually, no, as I know, soldiers have PTSD when they come back, when they lose a limb, and then they have like phantom pains to a leg that's not even there, right? And they literally can see and feel the leg, but the leg just not there. So sometimes they be walking and just like, yeah, just put on my foot, and then bam, they fall on, like, where my foot? And then they go into this whole traumatic thing. Or sometimes they're
like
sleeping.
A whole pocket in their memory kind of just replaying. That's
and they're sleeping and then they feel the pain or they shrapnel in their leg and they look and they're like, I have no leg. Sure. I know that, but in terms of the other way around, like I know some people like they be dreaming and they get like strangled and cut up and stuff, and then they wake up and their hands cut up and their neck have handprints on their neck and shit. But like in terms of transable, I don't think none of those fit the bill, bro.
Dopey, they work them.
Even now, I don't know if this is considered. So there's a disorder where a person can basically mentally reject a body part.
Oh,
so everything else on them is fine, right? Like physically, they're healthy. Like everything is physically sound on them, but they look at their arm, and for nothing, whenever they look at their arm
they see somebody else thing.
It's
so
not
their body
their
rejected.
Arm.
Yeah.
And no, their body is not necessarily rejecting it medically. It's a matter of their brain keeps telling them, bro,
that's not yours.
Thing,
it's off. A foreign object.
Yeah, it's a foreign object, and literally it causes them to harm themselves. They try to cut off their own arms and limbs and shit like that, literally just to get rid of it.
You been watching Grey's Anatomy?
I don't know. I just saw it. I don't know where I saw it. Was it on there? I haven't watched Grey's Anatomy. Maybe it was a clip, but I seen that somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Never seen that. This is new to me. This is news to me.
Like I saw it on a show, but wherever I saw whoever they post a clip from a show also gave information. I was like, yeah, this is actually a thing.
Like it often happens when they have like internal transplants like lungs and kidneys and hearts, and their body just
That's when it
reject
happens
it.
physically.
Yeah.
You know,
they're all physical. And then when they have like a you know, you're putting on like a leg or something, like reattaching a leg, or they're having a leg transplant or something, like the body could literally be like, that ain't mine, and you will literally try, or sometimes it could literally be yours, and you might say, this don't feel like mine, and you yourself don't even want it. Like you would take a blade and try to cut it off yourself.
Like it's a mental thing. So I'm wondering if like the trans able shit, for those who are actually experiencing something that would actually push them to it, is it that like you see you have legs, you know, you have, well, I mean, you know, you have the physical ability to walk, but your brain doesn't, you don't feel.
But where do those, sorry for cutting you off, bro, but it's like it's healthy persons who say that they're trans able, they say, okay, I feel like I'm a cripple, so I'm gonna fuck up my spine, right? Why doesn't nobody take them to like Arkham's Asylum, bro? They're crazy.
Because there hasn't been enough study on them. Because to nobody that they can even treat that either.
Nobody gonna say like, oh yeah, I'm, you know, we call it, I'm trans personality. Like I have different personalities, but I'm just transitioning between all. I'm
transitioning.
Yeah, I'm just transitioning. I don't know which one I want yet, but I'm going through the cycle.
Yeah,
it takes
a while.
I still choose. Yes,
I don't know which one.
You know, I don't know which one. I'm still transitioning. Which one is really me? I have an identity crisis. Like where does it stop? Where does it end?
That's
because I feel like some people should just go to the fucking loony bin and just see a psychologist or a therapist, and then set up a program so they can really get to the bottom. Because I feel like a lot of people are suffering. Because like, what if I say, oh man, I don't know what's going on, and today I just feel gay, and then now for the next 10 years I'm gay, and then the doctor tell me, you know, you're not really gay, and then I'm just like, oh, what are you talking about? And then she explains, she dig into my past, and I realize I did this because I wanted something new. I wanted to feel something different, because what I was looking for I couldn't find, because I kept falling. I kept falling to the same habits. You know, like some people say, like, you're just hardening to learn. Yeah. You know, this type of woman are good for you, but you keep going back there and getting hurt, and you're trying to figure out why it never works, and I need to go somewhere else. And you try something different, and you think, this is me.
This work, yeah.
And then later down the line, that person hurt you. So that person hurt you like 20 years into the gay relationship, and you realize, this person never loved me. I never loved this person. I enjoyed their company.
Trauma too. I think that's like a PTSD thing too.
It's not so simple, and I don't understand. Like, I get this world is such a progressive world, and people are more expressive, and they do some of the things, and it's more free. People can be bi-curious and do whatever it wants, and it's still really acceptable for females, but not males. And I'm not saying that I'm out here bi-curious. That's not me. But right, in this whole thing that I'm trying to get at is like, I think a lot of people.
What is bi-curious exactly, bro?
It's you identify as straight, like you're straight for the most part. Okay, for you as a dude, as a dude, you're, for the most part, you're out here banging chicks, like you're attracted to women, but in specific situations, there's like one or two niggas that you would clap.
Okay, so that'll just make you curious, though.
Because like, I mean, you're bi because you would.
You didn't do it. If you you didn't do it. You didn't.
You do it. You do it too. You do it.
At this point, you're thinking.
So if you do it, then you bisexual.
Listen. At this point, you're curious, right, about the other sex, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying, if my opportunity ever arise, I'm gonna try it. So you're curious, and you're about to skip that line. But once you have sex with that other person, then you're not no more bi-curious. You're bisexual.
I don't think so, because it's still an experiment. Because you have to do something to decide.
Yeah, I know, I get what you mean, but by definition, once you have sex with the like an opposite sex, you therefore like, what the fuck I'm saying? once you have sex with the other gender, you're now bisexual.
So that's by definition.
By definition.
So, bro, okay. So what is bi-curious for real though? Because like I know, like you being a man, bro, and you looking at another man thinking whatever. Like bi-curious, that's just an extra word, bro. Like it's not needed because you just curious.
It really is. It really is, but it's just to tell people, oh yeah, it's okay. It's like if I say, man, The other day
I don't like niggas, but that nigga attractive as hell. I find him attractive.
Nah. It's not like that. It's like, man, the other day I was like clapping my girl and she was on like, she had her phone over there, light up, and I saw this handsome person show up on his phone. I'm just like, that nigga look cute. I wonder if his ass like this. You're kind of curious because now it's pretty gay. You're kind of curious as to this pretty nigga, this pretty girl. Like, what's the difference if I'm hitting it from the back? You know? So you get a little curious and you're just like, I wonder what you're going to feel like. Anyways, am I going to be grossed out about it? And then now you're curious about it, about the other sex, right? And you're just like, if this man never show up, I'm going to do that one weird act with this person to see if I like it or not. And if the opportunity ever arises, you're curious because now you're going to test the waters. Once you test the waters, you can be like, all right, I definitely like it or I don't like it. But
okay, so you're just curious and you're interested, or you're more like, I wonder what that would be. And if the opportunity comes, you might take it to try it out.
I'm just trying to say the buy isn't needed in front of that word.
It really isn't, but like it's just to let people know that I haven't done it yet. I'm just curious about it.
Yeah.
But once
because
you've done it,
sure where you're going, if after you try it too, you don't know exactly where you're going to reside because you currently already know you fuck with women. You know that you fuck with women hard. So that's a fact. So you're either not fully bi because you're not sure yet, or you're bi. Because now I know that I also like men too. Because you're already an individual. Like the part of you that fucks with women is unchanged. That's still you.
Yeah.
So that's what I guess that's where it lies. But like,
you hear what you just said, Ron? You hear what you just said?
Good.
I have that recorded. I'm gonna blackmail you.
Well, there's context for the people on the podcast, so that's this.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it. Want to? Because I'm thinking, right, with the whole bi-curious thing, right? It's the whole being curious. Okay, here's the thing. If a bi-curious person who's curious about niggas goes and gets with the nigga, right? And after they're doing it, like, yeah, this ain't for me.
He earned the title as bisexual, but not bisexual in trait.
He don't fuck with men no more.
No,
like he don't fuck with them in general. It was never out. He didn't do it. He did it out of curiosity.
On his resume, he would say, "I'm bisexual."
Okay,
right?
But in actuality, not what society going to call this man, because I know we calling this nigga gay.
Yeah, we call him gay.
But as far as is it actually gay, or is he not and what he did would be considered gay, but I wouldn't say he is a gay person because he did that.
Yeah, if he went back for seconds just to make sure if he's not, like what we saying?
If Jaron did crack once, I will not refer to Jared as a crackhead.
He crack curious, but like
no. If any of y'all do crack one time, you're a crackhead.
Okay, I know because that's how crack works. But I'm just saying, if you did a drug,
you have to be like, don't you have to be addicted to it?
No, you can do crack and not get addicted to it. But I'm telling you, you smoke crack one time, you're crackhead, bro.
No, because it didn't break my psyche. This drug didn't break my psyche. I'm not fiending for it. I tried it. I like because I microdose it. So why isn't it that? Why isn't okay? I wasn't even talking to the mic. Why isn't that the standard for like all drugs? Why isn't it like? I don't even know I'm going with this.
Yeah, if you smoke weed once, are you a stoner? No, not by any means.
Hey, right, me from Antigua. If you smoke crack one time, you're a crackhead. If you
okay, but we're not. That's society, though. That's
if society. If you smoke some coke, it's a like crackhead.
That's society, though. We're talking about in actuality.
You're being so picky with the always, huh? You're choosing some always and then abandoning some always. Like, well, choose one.
Like, I'm sticking to, if you do something, it's not about what you do or what you've done. It's what you continue to do. Where you choose to buckle up. Because I can go and try, what is it? I can stand up on somebody's, them water surfing boards that have like the foot stuff, you know. I can stand up on that and give it a try. I don't need to strap my feet in. But from the time I strap my foot in, this is my right. I have not only made the step, but I've secured the spot now. And that's what I'm getting at. I don't think that person would be or is actually gay for doing that shit. But they did some gay shit. So is it the title? So are we still going? Is that the title? Are they gay or are they bi-curious or what are we labeling them?
Ain't nobody fucking care.
Honestly, what I label them, that don't need to be the reality, bro. Because like, I just say what I want to say. Like you get mad or you don't get mad. Because like I'm not really saying it to offend you. This is just how I see it. So this is how I say it.
Bro, and if you're my friend and you get offended, you don't know me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you know me and I talk to you and something I say offends you, then we don't need to be talking. Because off rip, I don't have no intent in my heart.
Yeah, I have no intent to
hurt you, bro. You check.
You see? So that means Khaled are not for me, friend. All right.
Nah, I think Khaled and you just need to. Khaled doesn't understand you fully, or you're not understanding Khaled's feelings either.
Yeah.
Because just because whatever you get offended, I should also just because I know I didn't mean to offend you and you still got offended. I also need to evaluate the fact that I don't know why exactly I offended you too. I have to look into that too.
Oh, I keep doing it when I know it's a problem.
Being real. It's like what exactly is the problem there, bro? Because
like just take shots at Khaled every time you open his mouth. It's like what you do to Al right now.
Like, yeah, we might disagree.
No reason.
Off but
I'll say, like, hi guys.
It's like you and Natanya. If Natanya's skin was not as tough as it is, you would have a Khaled relationship.
Look, you said Natanya. Look, you said Al, right? How
they're different people. They're not the same people. You can't treat them the same and expect the same reaction. They're different people.
Yeah.
So why must I walk on eggshells around Khaled?
Because you know how Khaled is. He's a little bit sensitive, so you have to do.
You're not walking around eggshells,
and yet it's not walking around eggshells.
Bro, this is how I express myself. This is how I show my love to
everybody.
Yes, really.
The same way.
Bro. Timon, how much that, bro? Bro.
Yeah, I feel no. Honestly,
I just told Evan I'm about to blackmail him. Timon, how much you, bro? This is really how I am, bro. This is really
different, bro. It's different.
It's different because in the sense of Khaled, right? The reaction, you can do that shit to me, and I give you a certain reaction, and that kind of fuels how you respond, right? With Khaled's reactions, if you said that shit to me, I fire back at you. Or I might allow it and laugh it off, whatever. That's me. Timon, same thing. Timon might fire back a shot or whatever. Khaled, on the other hand, Khaled ain't firing back no shot. Khaled just got hit. And then when he get hit and he's expressing him being hit, you shot again. You keep shooting. So it's a difference. It's like he just taking shots, and when it's us, we going back and forth.
I will laugh it off, and
I will laugh it off, yeah.
And Khaled would feel offended.
Khaled bleeding. It's like, and that's just Khaled. So it's like, bro, it's like Nicole too. Like I can say certain things to her, but like in certain situations I wouldn't, not because of how I mean it or whatever, just because I know how it's gonna hit her. So I, being her friend, being somebody who cares about her, I have to have that in mind when so I wouldn't even say walk around on eggshells, because it doesn't feel that way because of how I'm doing it. I'm not doing it thinking, damn, I can't even be myself. I'm doing it with a smile on my face, knowing that this is better for this situation, for this person. And I don't feel like I'm going out of my way or not being true to myself by taking an alternative route.
Because, like, I know John is a smart human who's really observant. So he's pretty well aware and observant as to what bothers people.
The mood and the room.
And yeah, he can read the room. So I know if this man's supposed to take out the garbage at 6:00 and it's 6:05, the man he gonna get a reaction to somebody. So when he take out the garbage at 7, just to make it sink in that I do what I want on my time. I'll get it done. Don't tell me when to do it. I'll do it.
That's right.
Like he knows he's gonna.
Is that the fair assessment, Jaron?
In some way. But he knows that he's not going to push it and say, yes, I'm going to do it at 10:00. Start making eyes and do shit. He's not going to wait that long, because then that's just too long. So he knows how just enough.
After this call, I got to put on my hoodie and go take out the garbage.
See? The man could have done it before now, but he's like, nah, I'm gonna do it after.
Sure.
Yeah. So like, what's the age of consent in like America and Canada and Antigua? Because I assume it varies differently. So like, I mean, like when they can like go out and drink and have sex and change their gender.
Ooh, what is it?
No, there's the age of consent here is either 18 or 17, right? But to drink, they still have to be 21.
Yeah, Canada age of consent to have sex is 16.
Okay, let me Google because
and it's provincial that the provinces determine what age you can drink at. In Ontario, it's 19.
Okay,
maybe BC is 19, but like in over in like here Manitoba is 18. So it's not the same across the whole of Canada for that, but it's not as far as 21 as in the States.
So I mean,
States the only person would have 21.
You live in the hills, bro. So they have to put it at 18, so no weird shit happen over there.
Man walk off and then freeze on the summer afternoon.
They just have to make the resources available, boy. Well, 16, and I think the rule of thumb with determining whether it's legal or illegal for you to deal with somebody who is under the age of consent. For example, if I am 17 and you're 15, it's not a crime.
Wow.
If you're 15 and I'm 20, it's a crime.
Yeah, there's like
5 years.
There's like a 3
or 5. It's 3 or 5.
It's three.
Okay.
I don't know what you saying, nigga.
Well, I don't know.
But when I was in school, anybody below me, I ain't studying.
Yeah, I never just boss. I just been looking above.
Bro, it's either my class or up.
I was in second form with a fifth form, Captain.
Like,
so I had no time to look behind me. Come on.
I had grown woman titties in my face all day, right? Yo.
I feel that was the downfall though. But then at the same, I don't know, because then I used to look, I don't know what it was, why I didn't look back. Because like there was definitely 1 or 2 girls in like the grade like below.
Yeah.
Not as far. I feel like for sure I didn't look past 2 grades because Evian was 2 grades, and that means literally all her friends. So everything below Evian and below was just not even appealing to me at all. So, and plus I used to like basically growing up, I used to hang around my cousin Jamal and stuff, and that man had he like 3 years older than me. So all of the girls,
so his girls, they had the vibe, and you're like,
and that's what I would look for in a woman, boss. And so them little girl
See?
wouldn't have cut it in the first place.
Environment.
Yeah, definitely.
Plays.
Definitely the environment there. Boss, the first person I ever told I like was like, bro, it was Nickel.
Ooh.
Nickel is the first person I shot a shot at.
Man, Nickel was a big woman,
I mean, he must have 13 now, and this guy is 16.
Nickel was a big, because I had a crush on Nickel now when I went to camp. I was like, this girl is so nice.
I had that. This happened at Camporee.
You camp?
No, me tell you, the one I'm talking about, when I told her, like, that was at Camporee.
Camporee?
Camporee, boss.
You ever tell something about Camporee, right? Hey.
I don't know what these things are.
Just cool, you weren't part of the church yet. But Camporee had this big camp at stadium, right? And like everybody from Antigua was there and some other places.
Some other
countries, right? And it
Mexico, came.
And I ran into all my church friends and stuff from school and all just villages and so, and it was a vibe, dog. Right? So at nighttime we'd run around the place, running through tent, diving and ducking and pulling up on people and just chatting, right? So I find Tyndale area. And this is when Bluffy was going on the place. She big Bobby and them I tongue people in their face with, right? So in my head, I'm just like, whoo, I got finesse this girl, right? So I'm there throwing bars and I'm pulling up to her tent window. And I'm just like, yeah, right? And she was sharing the tent with like Angel. That's Angel Archibald. Wait until I get this character Pokédex up. It's country decks. Right? But yeah. So the two of them were sharing a tent at the time, and I'm there, running some lyrics to the window and telling her kind of stuff and how to come back, right? So while I'm there and I'm brushing my teeth in the morning to get ready to go to like the service that they have in, and me down there throw the toothbrush right down my throat now, with my tent door open, right? I mean, right? I scrub my tongue, and then I'm here. I didn't want that. So I open my eye and look over. a line of people, right, just walking, looking back into my tent, watching me deep throat my toothbrush.
Hold on. Why was your eyes closed?
Was my eyes closed? Because I'm going far back. It's just like,
so you okay.
Bro, I was trying to get. Listen. Me hear what you say. But listen to me. You know, like when you go and you feel like you go down too far and your eyes shut down. I scrubbed from the tip and I was going back and I was like, okay, the farthest I can go as far as back as I can. So I'm going as far back as my limits would allow me. So when you go too far back, your eye potentially shut a bit while I'm trying to get the last bit rested. That's what's happening, right? And the same time, I'm going back down there now and I hear, Timon, and I open my eyes and I look and I see like about how much of them? 4 girls, a bunch of men just walking and they're pointing into my tent. And it was me and Darian was sharing a tent at the time, right? And I just look up and I was just like, oh my goodness, never thought to dead on the rest of that camp, right? but they had some bathroom set up, right? And it was the boys on this side and the girls on that side, right?
As a whole, with the wood bath.
And I don't know if somebody put the hole or they knew the hole was there. Yes, bro.
Bro, you were there.
Yes, bro.
Bro.
Yes, bro.
Bro, you were there. And there was an ant's nest there too.
So an ant's nest. Yes, bro.
They turn up in an ant's nest. Just for peep on some girl.
Boss.
Some nice big woman, dog.
Some big woman, boss. The girl I know how couldn't finesse.
Bro, so I'm in there, right? I'm in there washing my skin in my boxers, right? And they have some man's over there singing, like 4 guys. I think it was Tedson, some other youth man, and they how we singing together.
The Grace Farm, yeah.
The man's in there, angels on fire, angels on ooh, and I'm hitting notes and all kind of shit. Now that man's going ham, right? And I'm over there washing my drawers and my bosh, my boxers and all kind of stuff, right? And I'm peeping through this whole answer bite me up, and this is me. Fucking niggas need to shut up. And the girls them over there just like, hear them singing so lovely. And this is me.
Distracted as hell.
I'm a big guy up.
I'm so to definitely.
Oh gosh.
Then let me catch y'all. Wait, I say, wait, somebody peep.
Bro, there was no. Because there was one time that I was singing and a girl saw me and she's like, you like what you see? And I just pulled my eye away and I just washed my skin. And when I came out, she laughed and whatever. And I was just like, these people are cool.
No funny shit. I'd have been just butt naked just in front of the hole for the
Nah, come on, me on the next side.
Man, me on the next side. It's just weird.
No YMCA business.
What that man gonna do?
No,
what do you mean that man gonna do?
I know what they gonna do, but still.
Me and the boss here, right?
Trying to keep your guard up.
Partner, if me you want to get butt naked and walk through my classroom, right? Nobody can tell me nothing. Nobody other than the teacher. So you may say, right? Me the
see why you're getting so
I'm battery, we mean a dog. I'm battery, we mean a with a butt naked boss. What?
That's a crime.
How?
You don't march to classroom butt naked? And nobody kissing onto you? Nobody kissing onto the car.
You get like 2 detention, distracted in the class and inappropriate
he has to register as a sex offender.
No. Me talk about like back in them days and all. Because I talk about from when
fair enough. Medical,
yeah. Partner, bad mommy used to be But yo, me remember boss, the first school shit me ever take my all the fucking clothes off. Like I was that guy, bro. I was that guy. Nah, because right, I used to like every time I used to take a shit, right, I'd take a shower after. So when I first went to primary school, and I took a shit, bro, I took all my clothes off, and I took the shit, and then when I look and I realized, yo, I can't take a fucking shower. I was like, fuck, this is weird. But trust.
Just imagine you go kick down and style though in the primary school, and you see how fully black you by the time of the shit. Bro, what's the first thing you say in your head? Then again, primary school is weird. So I can tell teacher.
you get no for me doing that. Tell teacher that because we're naked as shit.
but yes, the reason I asked about age of consent and stuff, because I find it really weird that parents tell their child at 5 years old that you can be a female. I feel like it's too young for them to decide such drastic change to their life. And yes, if they feel like a female at such a young age, let them be free and do whatever they want.
It out.
I get it.
Ride it out.
When a man's 16, 18, whatever, and you realize, oh, there's me. Or, oh, that's not me. He can decide to make any altercations or changes to his body at that point. And I'm not saying to as a parent, you should be like, oh, you're 5 and you feel like a girl when you're a little boy. And I'm not trying to tell you to convince him that he's not. I'm just saying when he's of age, then he can make decisions on his own. Because like if that kid say, yeah, mommy, I think I want to have a baby. You're going to go carry him to a strip club to go fuck a whore and then get her pregnant?
Bro, it's
son.
There's levels, and I feel like there's some things that
it's a wave, it's a popularity contest. It's like I'm a good parent because I'm fitting in with society real quick from the jump.
Plus, you're not teaching your kid anything about the real world. You can't just get what you want just because you want it.
Just because you want it, like, no, it's weird.
Or because you feel like it. And it goes back, bro, literally, my problem with all of this is just because your feelings don't make a difference.
Bro.
I feel like the person who killed my mother, that didn't happen, but I feel like the person that killed my mother should be killed as well, right? Does that make it right? Because I think that, and I have not acted upon it if I kill him. No, I'm still going to freaking jail.
Bro, facts. It's like, how can you let a 5-year-old determine his gender?
Yeah, and it's off of the basis of feelings.
Bro,
so no, you're not only a 5. That's not even the whole thing. Not even the fact that it's a 5-year-old. It's a 5-year-old's feelings, bro.
When I was younger, watching Cartoon Network, I wanted to be a Powerpuff Girl, dog.
Bro,
Buttercup. That's what I wanted to be.
But
he was hard.
Buttercup, yeah, you check. You want for the bishi a thump up Mojo Jojo.
Nah, not me. Nah. I never really got attached to the Powerpuff Girls until
what about Totally Spies? Oh yeah, the Rowdy Boys.
Totally Spies.
You want to be the one in red, right?
No, but just want to touch him up.
Loki. She was a baddie. And what about Winx?
No, you see, Winx. No, what happened, bro? With the Winx Club, they introduced the dudes. And because they introduced the dudes, I never got like any attachment to any of the girls.
Oh, I never watched this.
Oh, okay. That was that was different. But yeah, dog. There was like situation where I'm just like, yo, girl characters, I'm one of the girls, them. And it's not affecting me like that. I'm just like, she's the cool one.
She's the one I can relate to the most.
Yes. That's all it is. But if I'm going on the place saying, I'm Buttercup, you tell my place like, you boy. No.
Stop a vagina on that boy.
Bro, like the majority of my cousins, I have like 4 male cousins living in Newfield on my dad's side. All the rest of them are female, and I have a lot of cousins, right? I used to play with all my cousins' dolls and them. Sometimes so they put like polish on my fingers and stuff. Auntie used to cuss them. Right?
You wanna see something, bro? So on Netflix, The Seed of Chucky, like that shit, y'all should watch that, bro. That shit actually it's not it, bro. You like what, 24, 25, bro? It's not a horror movie anymore.
Nah, if the leprechaun did what it did to him, Chucky gonna give him nightmares too.
Nah, bro. Okay, honestly, it's not even scary, bro.
I think I could handle scary movies now, cause like but I just don't want to put myself in a position just in case. You know what I mean?
Nah, watch it, bro. It's pretty interesting.
It's not the scariest.
It had a lot of because so basically Chucky, I don't really know, because I was in and out watching the movie. You know, I was smoking, sleeping, and still watching the same movie when I woke up. But anyways, right? So now Chucky and them, right? Him and his wife, he wanted a boy, the wife wanted a girl, right? And then they have this baby. Well, I don't know what the hell this nigga really was. He was another doll, and they were going to push him into a body. So they had to get this lady pregnant so that she can have a baby. She ended up having twins. And now this person, Chucky's kid, he was confused about his identity. Because he like, sometimes I feel like a boy, sometimes I feel like a girl. I was like, yo, what the hell, bro? This is from a movie from 2005 or 2003, some shit. Watch it, bro. It was interesting. It was bare comedy.
I could sit down and watch it, man, because like I'm not a fan of movies because I feel like I just end up wasting an hour of my time. It's just not long enough. That's why I fuck with shows. Yeah, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I fuck with shows, because like I feel like if I sit down and waste an hour and this shit not good, that's an hour wasted. Yeah, I can sit down I can sit down and waste 8 hours because it feels worth it. But like 1 hour of a time and I'm not even satisfied. Fuck that.
I feel like movies they don't resolve the shit correctly to me,
bro.
Because it's such a short time. They try.
It just don't really make too much sense to me. I'm like, bro, like how the hell did this happen and then this end? Like, so that's why I don't really watch movies. I play games. That's really what it is. I play video games. I don't watch shows.
Oh, word? Because I never see you play.
I ain't go fall for that bait.
Nah, just cool, man. All right, I'm trying to grind up some shit. I'm trying to get high later. Anyways, what was I talking about now? Before we start talking about Truckee.
You were on a rant. You were ranting. Oh.
Yeah, I was talking about like, yeah. Because like, I remember doing some weird shit. And it's not like from as far as I can remember, I don't think my parents ever was like, Timon, don't do that because that's for girls. Or Timon, that's not what guys do. I would always like see them say like, don't do that, or you're not supposed to do that, right? That's what they are. But they never put things into gender like, yeah, only girls do that. Like, I don't recall. They could have, but I just don't recall. You check? What I do remember is they always tell me, don't do that, or you're not supposed to do that. And I'm just like, okay.
I mean, they already knew you was a lost cause, man, because you're the one who cut your hair because all the boys may have shots here.
Yeah, because my first day of my hair was like, oh man, my hair was long as hell, right? I had like good long luscious thick, yeah. When I first started, good long luscious thick hair that my mom twists, right? And I had a picture of it somewhere. And the first day of school, I'm in my little short pants and my new field checkers, green and white shirt, right? And I go to school and I'm there. And when I'm looking around, all the boys had short hair and all the girls had long hair. And nobody was really making fun of my hair or anything. And I would just play with everybody. And I came the next day. And the next morning, I was telling mommy something. And they weren't listening to me. And I was like, I don't want to go to school with my hair long. So I went in the bathroom and climbed up on the counter, like the kitchen, the bathroom sink, whatever. And took up a scissors that I know my mom and them had behind it and cut off each plait. Right? And then I'm trying to run out now to go over my auntie bed so we can walk to school. And while I'm trying to run out the bedroom and go to the kitchen and go outside, my dad see me and then call mommy. And I know mom was going to be the one that was upset. At that age, I knew who was going to be upset. Right? And mommy's like, why? And she felt real sad now. And then daddy's just like, it's okay. And then he go and grab his blades and so, like his shaver, and then cut out the rest of my hair. He didn't even mark up my head or nothing in the dark. He just cut it off.
Of course not. You done fucked up.
And then just sent me off to school. And then that was me. I started getting markouts when I got to Adventist school.
So yeah, like I even grew up. I used to do lots of girl shit because of Evian. Like Evian just be the one to make a fuss over shit. Like I want to watch Animal Planet and this girl want to watch freaking Hannah Montana.
Nah.
Hannah Montana was hard, bro.
Hannah Montana was different.
I know, but like I used to have to just anything that she wanted is mostly what I used to have to divert to.
I get you, bro. Because like all of my cousins, right? All of my cousins was females, bro. And like I come home and so I'm gonna touch the road, right? But before I touch the road, I gotta like wash my skin, I gotta eat and do like whatever. A couple things before I touch the road. So like I would sit down and watch Hannah Montana with my cousins while I'm eating. I'll be watching the Wizards of Waverly Place, whatever girl shit that they doing. But I remember like my little cousin, she like, cause like her older sisters didn't want to play with her. So I'd be under the house eating mud pies because this is what she want me to do. I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. So I ate the mud pie, just rub her hair, and then I touched the road. So yeah, I get what you're saying, man. Like it's life. You gotta do it.
Check, when I used to go by my grandmother, most of my cousins will meet over there sometimes, it'll be like 6 of us running around and we just building clubhouse deep into the bush at the back. And we did cooking, stealing matches from out of my grandmother's kitchen because she used to buy packs of matches and have them in a cupboard. So we just grab 2 from the back and then go and us have beer fight. We could have burned down the whole new field.
I made too lit. They made too lit. Me and Jen with
and Jen left down there for up house, but I up here up carefully light fire for cook mud pie.
Get on my level, bitch.
I remember this one time I set up a little fire behind my auntie house, right? And I seen smoking on a walkway. And my auntie like, who light fire behind it? Someone said, oh shit. And I run back to go out it. The shit turned into a big blaze. And I was just like, auntie, some fire, just random fire start. And she had to come and like out it out. And like up to this day, she don't know it was us. I feel like she knows. I feel like she knows.
Freaking know.
I feel like she knows.
Any of your family members listen to this?
Carolee.
Okay.
Yeah. But like
more say something about me. I know if I'm supposed to say up.
Go ahead.
So you see like how Tim said that, so everyone, right? One night me and my cousin and them, I'm just idle. All of us, like, me done smoke and I never had no more weed. So I'll go teach some cigarettes from out the joint. So after I go teach the cigarette to them, right? I light the cigarette, realize this is not what I want to do. So I just show the cigarette to them after I teach them. So now, boy, I'm just walk down on this dark road, right? Cross from this Rastaman house. And I see this old house over there, this abandoned house, wooden house. Little bush leading to my whatever, right? So I'm gonna go Frank gas station. I'm gonna walk for about 25 minutes now. Go get a water bottle full of gas. And I start spread the gas road in the house, lead them outside. But the whole house. But yo, you should see everyone, the whole entire village come around now. Now it smell like smoke.
But you know what's funny? Everybody speculated it was them young mans down the village now, but they didn't have no proof. So every time they saw you, they just like, I know. But they just couldn't say shit because it's just like, we don't really know, but I know. So I would see them and so I'm just like, bro, y'all know y'all getting judged and engaged right now. Like y'all on a microscope.
They could not prove anything.
But realistically, you think they had to prove anything to do anything to y'all for real?
You want to talk about
literally, boss, literally.
Them mans used to call police, fire department on the because they had a payphone in the village. And people will do waste coins now. Actually, I don't think you have to pay coins, you just call. The man will just waste time, call fire truck will rush coming from wherever you come from, come Newfield, looking for the fire. No fire.
You know how much taxpayer dollars you waste?
Newfield, bro.
A full truck of water, no? A hall water coming Newfield for a tongue now.
Coming Newfield, and the man slowly drive to the village like, where the fire? And literally, you will come to the village and see a fire truck creeping. Like, where the fire?
I'm joining us, so people doing no smile.
So this will be a walk down, you see big truck on small road. I'm like, yo, why?
What's happening?
That's real idle for real now.
Bro, before people had phones, man used to pull up at a spare phone to talk to them girl dog. And they would take
what they calling the girl on?
This is why I really didn't understand, boss. Like, first of all, right?
I think operators could connect you to other ones just in case, but they could call people house phone. But man was on pay phone just in the village, and then I would throw in some coins, and then I was calling girl, and then I talk up. You will see them in the booth, yeah, girl, and I finesse the phone, and I'm just like, yo, and then
be the scene of that fetching pay phone,
bro.
Here, MOI
used to have them.
Hey, hey, remember Emma behind Catty, the boss, Tamika boss. Hey, me just love you and me, man.
She mean nice. I mean, I wonder, yo, how
hey,
bag this boy?
Boss, no, one time, right? Cause she call my sister, boss. Yo, everyone, my sister, like, she like 34 or something, right?
Oh, today ain't no birthday?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I told her happy birthday because she told me it was her birthday.
I think
but yes.
Today's my birthday, and I think it's Desiree's birthday too. Or maybe Desiree's birthday was yesterday.
That's a whole lot of people.
I think I did see Desiree posting.
But here in everyone, boss, you know, I'm 24, right? And my sister probably like 35 or some shit. She way older than me. And boss, my young now. And she friend me come over, right? Then time day. My mommy just like, yo, what man in high school? Man in high school, maybe around 14. So then time they may already give me like a growth spurt, when we had like a muscle upon my body, whenever I'll skin and bone. Actually, I was still skin and bone, but you know, I buff for my age. And the girl say, oh, look, you like a muscle and them boss. And I touch up my like a muscle and get my like a, hey.
You like a snake belly, you know?
Yeah, I was saying, hey, boss, since that day, boss, me, man, love that girl. Like that was probably the first like older woman that made me start like the whole thing that I had throughout high school when they talked to all of the fifth farm gal and them.
Bro, but that's the thing, dog. Them older guys used to have some sweet gal on this me. Like it just never makes sense.
It didn't make sense, boss. And like it was like in the same way how those guys used to look mad older than us, and then when we got to their age, buff. We didn't look as old as they used to look.
Old or cool or buff as them.
I don't know what it is, boss. I really don't.
Bro, I remember this one time our church went to a camp to Dominica, and that's when Red Rat and so with Awi, right? And Tariki and so was there. And I think Emoyans and Giovanna, so the village was there because like if the church used to pull the village with us. You used to raise the money and people buy the tickets and so cheap to travel around Antigua, the Caribbean actually. So we went to Dominica. Is Dominica Republic or just Dominica? I think it was Dominica. And we had this camp in this schoolyard, right? And the girls were in one section and the boys were in the other section. And Jovan used to go pull over by the girls section all the time and talk to these girls. And sometimes the instructors or the camp leaders and so would walk around and check people to see if any girls or any boys there. So a couple of times, Jovan and Red Rat and all them other man just hide up behind the door. And them man's found a little part, right, that you can open up in the wall and then cross over to the girl section. But nobody knew about that, right? So then this one night, I'm in there sleeping, right? Because like we set up our stuff and so on tables and whatnot. And we in there just chilling. And this girl comes through, right? And this is me. I'm like, everybody's supposed to be sleeping, right? But like I'm there, it's like, excited about camp, like sweet, like tomorrow I'm gonna do shit, right? And one of them pulled you, right? And I see this man fuck this shit out of this girl, right? And she's trying to stay quiet, right? This girl is sexy as fuck, right? And while all is happening now, it's about 4 guys in the room, right?
Awake?
Yes, but nobody moving. We just listening, right? Because we're not trying to blight up his scene or nothing. It's
I play sleep.
Yeah, I'll play sleep, right?
Okay, so she think I asleep. Okay, that's what I want. Like she just okay.
Yeah. So now after that done, right? The next morning now, because we play all kind of games, we play hide and seek and all kind of stuff, right? So the next afternoon we did chilling, and actually I should say from the morning we went out to get breakfast. All of us looking at her, and we're trying to figure out like, yeah, we know, right? But she just looking at us like, oh yeah, whatever, right? And a smile up and laughing, but we like, nah, I think you need to look at her eyes. We know.
Check. Yeah, I know they tell you.
Y'all niggas weirdos, bro.
Now we're weirdos, right? But it's cool. Right? We're young. So we outside play hide and seek and whatnot, right? And I look at this girl, I'm like, yo, you really fucked me up, right? And she's like, what happened? I'm just like, I talk in my sleep, right? And now I can't really talk. Like, I can't really sleep. She's like, what do you mean? Like, we all were awake.
Oh, you told her?
Yeah. I let her know.
Soul boy.
And she just blushed. and then talking about I ain't go about her business. Cause you know, like they do the you know me, but like
yeah.
And I'm just like, girl. And then we
She
went.
probably find it like she wanting people that kind of it's like, oh
Yeah.
Okay.
You felt like a movie star.
You check. And I think that same week we went up to like the waterfall and we had mountain chicken, which tastes like gluten. So if anybody's out here interested in frog legs, that shit tastes like flour and water. Because that's
like
basically
chicken.
gluten. It doesn't taste like chicken, it tastes like gluten with nice sauce. Bro, we asked for seconds and then somebody was like, mountain chicken is frog legs, right? And I was like, so you wait until we finish the first set of food, ask for seconds to tell us that frog is chicken in Dominica.
And that's what it's supposed to do. That's how you get people to try new things.
That's how you do it, actually. That's how you do it. I rate them.
Check, if you told someone, you would never know.
Because if you told me that before I ate it, I would eat it. But if you tell me that after I eat it, I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So then I might eat it again.
That's how they got me to eat onions. This one time, like I ordered a burger and I'm eating this. I'm like, yo, this tastes nice. And I open it and I see a big sauteed, juicy onion. I was like, I like it. And after that, I just cut up any onion, anything with bread.
Chop onions. Onions are good too.
Nah,
just different.
But that camp and so was sweet. But like, John, if you were there, dog, it would have been an experience, bro. We traveled to bare Caribbean countries back in the day. Countries.
I watch all y'all different camps now, but I've just never been interested in that. Was the only one camp that I'm even supposed to go, cause me even was Zania, I'm a drop off a bike. So you see, he just never work out. And plus, like I remember there was one camp right where Joshua went with y'all, right? And Joshua basically in the same boots as me. He didn't really go to church. So, like watching all the pictures, seeing how Joshua may look out the place, that's how me look.
There you count. Yeah. We went to St. Vincent.
Like I didn't want to be that person.
No, but the thing is, he only looked like he fell out of place in the photos. Like Joshua was literally like the funny guy. It was me, Brian, Chevelle, about 3 other guys from St. Vincent.
And you hear that?
Wait, hold on. There's Steele. Steele was there. Orain, and some other dude.
Yes, it's Steele. Who's Steele?
Not Whistle Steele. This Orain, this other dude.
Okay.
So, they had like a handful, like at least 10 funny people controlling that whole camp, dog.
That's another thing, right? Like the people in the industry, they call that sound like an Adventist school crew and an Adventist church crew.
You need to understand. Remember,
I was only in Adventist school for a year now.
No, but like 2 years. You're making it seem like Adventist people weird or fun. They don't have, bro. They literally like me.
Boss is like
perverted,
us, just
but like
perverted, but like what is it? Kosher? You're like it's still it's PG, but not PG. PG-13.
Bro, you can have your fun, dog. Like you can see.
You can have your fun. Yeah, you can enjoy your fun. There. And if you get related, nobody obliged to see it, except maybe some counselors, some big people who are like, you can't be in the tent and stuff like that. But
bro.
And another
the last few camp I went to. At the end of the camps, I realized that they had like a little dinner thing that they went, right? And you had to find a date and stuff. So in my head, this is me. I'm not going like it would be wise to go ask the nice girls and them, the pretty ones and them out real quick. But I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, right? Because I didn't want at the time, me and Brian were like troubling multiple things, right? So I didn't want to choose one and leave the others thinking otherwise, right? So what I did was I chose no one. So I let everybody go pick and ask other people until all my options were taken, right? And then I look at the ones that were remained. So then I pull up, right? So they had this one girl that nobody did ask. So her name was Adonis, right? So I ended up going with Adonis and this other girl. So I had 2 girls.
Her name was Adonis?
Yeah. So I had... She has a really big list, but I fuck with them. right? And I had 2 girls now because like there were girls that's left over, right? So I had 2 girls to walk in with to take pictures with, but then now I'm walking in with Adonis, them other girls I was like, throwing vibes with. They were just like, okay, right? So every minute when they outside just chilling, me, Brian, and Joshua also chilling, them girls will leave from inside to come chat and chill with us and stuff. So I still had the girls and them, you check? But it's just like at the end of the day, I didn't have to worry because they had to go back to whoever they were sitting with and chilling with. And then it was me and Adonis just making jokes or whatever. So I felt real nice and comfortable.
Bro,
right?
add our next one to the list.
Bro. But yeah, yo, Cat was nice, bro. They had this other girl, like, right? We were like back and forth, like just doing like, I guess he was teasing each other. And then I don't know when. I think it was the night before when everybody was like going home and our flight back to Antigua was like the evening. So everybody was tidying up and just leaving. It was just me and her and Brian and a couple other people chilling back, right? So we walk in the place and she's saying bye. And I'm like, all right, bye. And then I'm walking and she's grabbing me and pulling me back. She's like, bye. And I'm like, bye. And then we start making out, right? And then I think it was Dennis came to and saw me and grabbed me and said, come here, lick a hand, it's gone. And it's me, no, right? And he's like, why don't you boy behave yourself? What happened? You never kissed a girl before? I was like, you know what, sir? Thank you. Because I was behaving like a little desperate fool. And he really put me in my place and I appreciated it like a lot. Yeah.
No,
he really
tell me.
So like on some big bro shit or some counselor shit?
Oh no, some big bro shit.
Okay, tell me that entire time, right? In that camp, they never touched no boom boom.
Oh yeah.
So make it go on so.
No, it was
the boy get caught up.
No, that's what I'm saying. Me and this girl, we were just teasing each other all the time. You check?
But it was blue.
It was a nothing because like I was juggling, bro. I was having fun and just enjoying myself. I wasn't thinking about one person. Like they had some people who literally came and locked on a girl from moment he talked to her, lock her, nobody off limits. I was like, go on to this fool.
I'm married. Them look for married.
You check you. I was like, go on to this fool, right? And I'm just here enjoying myself. Me and Brian laugh and we doing all kind of shit. We the life for that, bro. We went out there to have fun and make our names known, and that's what we did. That's what
UCamp is known for them kind of things too.
No funny shit, bro. I miss Brian. Shout out to Brian. Irish shots. That's his IG, right?
Yeah.
I miss that man, bro.
Wait, isn't it the real Brian?
Patrick? That's that might be his personal, but
you know what? Shout out both of them, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Brian is a real one, see? Hey, day one. He's like a scrawny ass legs. Bro, go work out your legs, bro.
Real shit, bro. Like all y'all, man, bro. I know y'all because of Timon, Because if I really if I just still keep it in my heart that Timon is like a church youth from the village, I'm just not like you. I would not know y'all, man. Like this dude different, bro. Timon, you magical. You magical.
Got good feeling about good people.
Yeah. So now what happened to Delano?
Oh, that's your friend. No, me and Big Sexy safe, man, but that's your friend.
I ain't hear about that boy in a minute.
Check. But yeah, man. Like the guy was really talking about some shit in that video that we saw on Instagram. Then again, shout out to that listener who jumped in my DMs and told us to talk about it. I said I wasn't gonna call your name, but I'm gonna call your name. It was Sherika. She wanted to hear us talk about this topic.
Big up Sherika.
Sherika's a pretty cool person.
Yeah,
when you come back to Antigua, we need to plan a trip. We need to plan a trip, Sherika. If you're listening to this,
bro, Sherika been on that vibe, but like,
bro, Sherika been moving about, man. I was just like, man, you're going back home more than me.
That's facts, bro. She stay going home.
I'd be jealous as hell. I was just like, I just want to taste some salt water and sand.
Check. But then she reached home and she's sad because nobody there. Those Ronell and Ali, not to say that Ronell and Ali are not valid people to hang out with, but like, she don't have all the options that she once had. Check. We can't all get together and shit.
Every time y'all go back, y'all don't go to a hotel?
I tried with day pass, yeah.
Why? Why never veranda?
Jolly Harbor just cheap. Like $100.
How much veranda?
All you can eat, all you can drink, beach, pool, like I don't want nothing else.
Okay, I
would do veranda. I've been open to veranda for sure. Like I've considered it. The reason Jolly Harbor stays winning is because it's cheaper.
Veranda have like little rooms, like little house cottages with different island names, little villas, and it just, I don't know, you just add like a little nice little twist to it.
Yeah, I always want to go up there.
Yeah, it's lit. I remember this one time we went over there and they put me in Antigua. I was like, Miss, could you find me another room? I'm in Antigua. Why you putting me in the Antiguan room? Like, put me in St. Kitts or something.
I'm trying to be versed in my travels.
Imagine I in Antigua and I go to a hotel to stay in Antigua. Like,
I'll pay money now. I'll pay money and I'm going to put you right back in Antigua.
I'll put me right back where I come from. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, you know, he's no experience with him. Nah, but the day pass thing, that's always a thing. Cause like literally you show up by like 11 o'clock, just before lunch ready. You fill your belly with lunch. In the afternoon, at Jolly Beach for sure, they have the open bar. All you can eat burgers, fries, shit like that. That's the whole day out there, and you just literally just have the whole day to just like be a tourist. You're like literally just on vacation for that day.
Bro, the thing is not for the last.
No, let's go home, bro. Let's go home.
Bro, I wanted to go back to Antigua this year. I was making plans for it 2 years ago.
Boom.
Bro, I don't save up. I save up my travel plans 2 years ago to travel.
Money just to sit down and watch you.
The money just sit down. You grow interest by the year.
Bro, I had people right that like I talked to, and everybody was saving up and shit, right? And we was ready to go Antigua, and everybody just waiting on you to call the date. Then again, there's the whole COVID.
Nah,
shit
COVID happened, boss.
It's the COVID shit that happened.
Yeah.
Bro, I was looking for nice Airbnbs. I was talking to people, telling them, yo, what's the number of maximum people that can hold here? What's the, the price for a good week or two? I'm not expecting people to stay for 2 weeks, or just a week probably. So I was asking like, yo, what is the villa like for a week, maybe 2, right? Because I probably might stay in Antigua for 2 weeks if I go. Most likely I want to stay for 1 because like you don't want to stay too long. Then it's just like I'm back in this Antiguan rut. You know what I mean? You like when you stay somewhere too long. Okay, like you go on vacation and you go somewhere and you get a lot done in a week, and then the next week is just like, okay, what do we do now?
Can't relate.
No?
Nope. I would just want to be there forever.
Low key.
Okay.
Like I love being somewhere else.
I wouldn't until I get there, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's just my mind thought.
Always on the verge of trying to do shit because like I love my sleep, bro. Like part of the things that I plan to do when I go on vacation is to fucking sleep. So I'm not trying to have everything forced into 1 week.
I get you.
No funny shit, bro. Like sleep is an inconvenience to me. Like I wish I could be up all the time.
Like I like being up at night.
Afternoon,
night, I like being up.
I wish I could enjoy sleep like some people. That's what I wish.
Yeah, because you just haunted. Like sunrise to moonrise too. And I'm like, sir, we don't have nowhere to go.
Bro,
we're gonna make some phone calls.
Like I will go sleep at 4 o'clock and still wake up at 7.
Not me. Like literally, I don't know what it is about me. I can go to sleep at 9 p.m. and sleep till 1 o'clock the next day easy. No, yeah, like I'm definitely wake up a few times, but every time I wake up, I literally just have to close my eyes and I'm back to sleep.
I hate having to wake up because I don't know if I will go back to sleep.
Oh, I love waking up. That makes the sleep sweeter.
I bet old people are jealous of me. No, honestly.
Oh, you're abusing your blessings.
Yeah, that's what it is. But like that still like I wanted Antigua to kick off like my travels. Like I wanted to go back home, see everybody, spend some time, do some shit, relax. And then every year after that, take my vacation and I travel somewhere new. Because like the world is way too big for me to just know one place. And I really want to travel.
Yeah.
Is my thing. I've seen so many things on TV and places and pictures. I'm just like, I can go to these places. So why I'm not doing it? Like what's stopping me? Like I know I don't like to do things by myself the first time, but I could do it by myself the second time. I would love the company the first time. So when I'm experiencing something new and weird and unfamiliar and I don't know, I either have somebody who knows or somebody who's going through it with me so I can feel more comfortable. That's just me. The second time, if y'all not available, I can do it myself because I already know.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, familiar with the. For me, okay. When I'm by myself, I like to just chill and do nothing. Right? When I'm by myself, maybe go for a walk, sit down on the park bench, whatever, and just chill and do nothing. Just look around, breathe, enjoy. That's me when I'm alone. So with that being said, when I'm alone, I'm never interested in doing things and going places and doing activities and stuff like that when I'm alone, because a huge part of my enjoyment comes from sharing the experience with somebody else. Like there's bare times I will not watch a movie because I feel like, yo, this movie is gonna be so freaking funny and I don't want to laugh alone. So I don't watch that shit. You know, but if it's just an adventure movie, I just want to see how the story go, I'll watch that shit. But things that, come with my enjoyment, I tend to only want to do them with people. So like to travel to somewhere else I don't know, I would never do it alone because I don't see the point in it. I'm gonna just enjoy it and
I
like
kinda get
just
where
tell
you're
you
coming
about it.
from.
Nah, let's go
Me
together and
now?
enjoy that shit. So when we talk, it's not me telling you no story. It's us looking back on a memory and be like literally that time when Jaron came over from Ontario from New York and he came up to Ontario, and we were chilling for what was it, like a weekend. Like that was such a good freaking time. It like literally not just because of like what happened, but like if it was just me in that situation, it would not have been that fun.
Honestly, if it was just you in the situation, I feel like it would happen different.
Nah, probably not.
And nah, bro, it
I mean,
definitely
the end part would. The end part.
They hear that. Oh, just have fun without me, and then I pick up now. Oh yeah, then I pick up.
Nah, but like,
nah, that's me. When y'all be talking about all the D&D and all y'all state college vibes, and I was just up here freezing.
State college?
Sorry.
Partner, me never gonna say college, man.
You mean around Timon when Timon they going Timon, and then we had the vibes, and you tagged along. You were there.
Oh man,
I never went to state college.
Timon, me abandon me now and get a new friend and them boy. So that time they made big sexy, they roll cause Timon, him were too educated for
all the college kids. We get too cool.
Bro, it's so it's weird because I don't know if you said this on the podcast, but like this man, Big Sexy, invited us to a party that he was invited to. He don't even know who the party belonged to. His girlfriend at the time invited him, say, "You're my plus one." This man bring two people.
Yo, Delano, menace now.
And the thing is now, me and Jared and Delano, I left the party down bag full of juice. Sodas, all kind of thing.
You know, if your name Stinker, anytime that family share, I don't know.
Stick dog.
Listen,
Nah.
people,
It was Thea and her mom's.
Oh, that's different.
I'm a good day, right? And maybe like 5. I'm not a party, like a get together, right? So more girl than man, right? So maybe like 5 guys was there, and then the rest of Catty. And I'm gonna take all the Catty in there from the boy.
Bro, you come in this, we knew nobody besides Delano, right? Her mom was at the gate. Who are you? Oh, we just friendly neighborhood, whoever. She's like, who know are you? When I'm saying, we talking, we laughing, telling jokes, and John treating this woman like you told them a friend from Lang, and I'm just here being like, the side character, just keeping everything PG so John don't cross the line, And she's like, yeah, y'all seem cool. Yeah, I can come in. Listen, yes, right? Dylan already inside, because
the boy did Charlie
left you out again.
Right?
Oh boy,
because his girlfriend already pulled him in. He gone. She questioning us because the girlfriend don't know us. She don't know us. So then after we get in, right, we stand up in the corner, the back of the yard, not on this tree. Dylan go and get us 2 juice because his girlfriend. And we up there just talking and scoping out the field, right? We see this one guy, he literally overachieved because he doing the most, telling jokes, doing flips, whatever, right?
About 3 times.
Busy yet?
Right? So we just there looking at this guy, and every minute, bro, Delana girlfriend was giving eyes, bro. I don't know if it's just me, but she was giving eyes. This girl, I don't want to call her name, but Delano Ting. that invited him. When she came, she went in to change, and then she went in the house, and then she came back to the door with just like her panty or tights or whatever. And then I'm just like, what are you, who attention you trying to get? Like, who you signaling? Like, what's happening? Right? And she looking up in the corner, and she looking at me, and she looking at Jaran, and Dylan kind of wandering around and coming back and forth. I think he was just farting around the place because from the way he was moving, right? And she was just giving us eyes, and I'm just like, what you trying to signal and say? Because I'm not picking up what you trying to lead on. Anyways, long story short, right? Jaran saw somebody from school. It was Angel, I think. And Jaran was like, I go talk to her. Right. So I said, all right, I go forward. Right. So he go and talk to her, see Angel. I was like, Angel, whatever. Because after I left Adventist school, I didn't really see Angel and stuff like that. And I didn't really talk with her that much because I'm just like, I didn't see you and I never knew where you were, but everybody knew where I was. But anyways, so we go over there, me and John sitting on the ground and just chatting and making jokes, and Angel they chatting and making jokes. Then another girl came over and they laughing and telling jokes. Then the rest girls and them came and we they laughing and telling jokes. And then somebody came and brought out a spread, like a big, nice thick spread to put on the grass because the grass was itching people's skin and stuff. And we sitting on the line on these girls and laughing. And the man them just turn up and watch how we.
Buzz, yo, me and Timma, right? Like, I was like head to head. So like the top of Timma's head, right? Face like touching the top of my head, right? To our lip on our back, and all the yelling them in between, like from the sides, just in between our arms and shit, bro. I was like, yo, how the hell did this happen, bro? Like we weren't wanted here, and we got all the girls right here with us.
And all we were doing, dog, we just vibing and just chatting and enjoying. Like no agenda, no nothing. We just vibing.
Schooling. I feel that's it. But you're more relaxed, like, and you'll have a lot of questions because I bet everybody was like, who are these niggas?
Like, yeah, and then we just full up our bags with drinks and then we left. We had to walk home now. Actually, did we walk home?
No, your mom did give us. No, I'm pretty sure you may have the gal mirror that day about.
You think so? No, I don't think so.
Didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I got the gal mirror in like the second year college.
Because we dead ass walked.
Yeah. Wow. We walked to Piers. Now, so real quick, how was y'all day? Oh no, not day. How was y'all
week?
Yes,
I had a wonderful week. I didn't have school. I just had work, so I spent a lot of time doing that thing I said I'd like to do earlier.
Praise Jesus.
Sleeping.
Hey.
So it was a blessed week. You know, tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day. Looking to go out, so I'm all positive this week.
You and the missus going out?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir. So that's my week.
Stay safe.
So, don't know me smile. Yeah, I'm a good man. I don't know about Jaron though, because ladies and gentlemen, we're pleased. No, we're not pleased. We apologize to inform. That's what you said. How do you professionally prepare an audience for bad news?
Bad news.
We are.
Jaron has
saddened to inform you that our fellow host, Jaron Tomlinson, this past week has come down with
coronavirus.
It's so sad. It's so sad, guys. Because nobody saw it coming. It just came.
Nobody saw it coming. Not even Jaron.
It just crept on up. It just crept up. Just out of nowhere.
He was like, I don't even know where I got it from. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what you did? He's like, I went to a wedding. I'm like, nigga, you know exactly how you got it then. He's going to weddings and pandemics.
Imagine all that cake that they bro.
Like other boy. all that contact, all them people.
Suppose the caterer had corona.
Bro.
You know what's crazy? That's
genocide.
Oh my God. I honestly think that might be the case. Because bro, I was wearing my mask for like the entire time. And the table I was sitting with was with the people that I was with all the time. But bro, I really just don't understand how the hell I got
put your hand in your face or something. Somebody
is that one doorknob as you're leaving?
Yeah, one doorknob or one. I don't think you can easily catch corona over food. Simply because food be served hot. Yeah. And so it not gonna survive on the food for no time. Especially once it's hot. So I don't want to say that is the possibility. Probably somebody at the table.
He could up on the plate.
That's true too. Yeah, that's kind of true. Bro, that's the thing, bro. We can't see this shit. We don't know where it's coming from. We just know it's present. No, we know it could be present. And we just have to act as if it's there. Bro, but like I know I've been doing a lot of shit that like I'm like all the careful and not going around people. I'm still doing a lot of other reckless shit on my own. Like I come home and I'm like, no, I will like when I do delivery and stuff, I will come in the car and I'm like, yeah, on my phone, and I'm like, I did not even put on hand sanitizer, and I don't touch up the phone, and I don't scratch my nose, and I'm like, bro, this shit in my face now.
Man, you look like dangerous.
This phone gonna be in my thing. And sometimes, right, like sometimes, bro, I be like, yo, I'm gonna touch this, but I'm gonna touch this shit with my nose for absolutely no reason, bro. Like I be typing, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start typing with my nose. So I kind of see how I got it. Like I can understand how I got it, but like I just.
But I think we don't know who else had it. Like, so you did a test or anything to know you have it, or you just diagnosed yourself because it's kind of
I did a test, bro. No, okay. even if, bro, because like I was driving right, like I was driving back because it was in North Carolina. I live in PA, so now I'm driving back right, and I'm on the highway. I'm going to Virginia, and I'm doing like 88, right? And then my hands just start getting clammy, bro. Like my joints just start hurting. And I'm like just trying to speed through because I'm dodging cars. I'm like,
that's easy. You just have to turn off the heat on the steering wheel.
You think our vehicles have that? I think we're all as fortunate to have, modern day SUVs like you, Timon.
I'm gonna be real. I was driving a 2019.
Well, there you go. Well, I can't defend it.
Speak for yourself.
I'm trying to defend you, Jaron. I'm trying to defend you, and the boy come clarify.
No, but like bro, and I had like, yo, it was just terrible. It was just terrible, man. Like I'm speeding through, my hands start getting clammy. Then I started like getting the shakes and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening, bro? But I still made a stop. I still made a food stop. I had to go to Nando's, and bro, after I got my Nando's and shit, bro,
I witnessed some shit.
You stay hyping about Nando's, and I still stay hearing it from Giant. I don't even know exactly what they be selling.
What is it like?
It's chicken sandwiches, bro. They sell chicken sandwiches.
I thought it was
like it's not fried. It's grilled chicken. And like when you go make sure you get the halloumi cheese and you get your grilled pineapple on your sandwich, bro. And that shit is so good, bro. With that peri sauce, bro. They give you that extra peri.
Peri, bro. Yeah, I'm kind of okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of sound appealing.
Yeah. So,
but like, listen, bro. I just got my Nando's, bro. My shit warm, and I'm walking through the parking lot because I'm like the Nando's is in Virginia, and I live in PA. So now I'm walking through the parking lot. I make it to the car, and I see this dude like he dragging this girl, and she was under the influence of something. I don't know if she was drunk, if she was high or whatever, but like he was really dragging her. He looked like he was fed up with her shit or whatever. I can't really tell too much. I'm just watching. I'm just observing.
Over there, frig up that sandwich.
Bro, my sandwich was still warm, bro. And my fries were still warm. I'm like, yo, like, do I stop this? Like, figure out what's going on, or do I eat my sandwich? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to eat my sandwich, and then I'm going to go save her right after. Bro, by the time I finish the sandwich, ain't no time to save her. I regret it. I regret it. Like my Rona got worse after that too.
So how you feel right now?
Right now,
or what has been like the journey of your feeling as far as it's related to Rona?
I feel significantly better, bro. I feel like way better because before I didn't have any taste, and now I can taste shit, bro. You know how terrible it is to brush your teeth and you can't taste the mints in your mouth.
Crazy. I cannot imagine what it's like not tasting the toothpaste.
You know what's funny?
Because like toothpaste is always so strong.
I heard people say that like when they go through Corona and they can't taste anything, one way that they can regain their taste is by eating shit. That's a fun fake fact.
Pardon? This is why we don't take it away,
Another thing, bro, like even water, bro, didn't taste right. Like, you know how you have to stay hydrated, bro.
You know, it's
hard to stay hydrated if water tastes like
nothing.
It tastes like how we look.
It tastes like sickness. You know, when you have a cold, right? And like you spit that shit up, like you spit that shit up, bro. Like the cold tastes like that, the water tastes like that shit going down. It was just terrible, bro. But aside from, like, I feel good now. I started working back out and shit, and I've been wearing my hoodie, just sweating, trying to see if I can sweat this shit out of my body.
So nobody else that y'all were with at the wedding has?
Everybody.
Like who do you know that you're in contact with that has it now at the same time as you is going through it right now?
The bride.
No.
You have something explaining to do.
Erica.
Yeah, Erica. And that's Erica. Y'all live together. Fair.
So Erica, her dad.
Ooh.
All have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's to blame.
We know who is to blame, bro. Honestly, we took the virus from New York to North Carolina.
Me wrong. Yo, know who to blame.
Because her little brother is the one who had it, bro. Because he was sick for the entirety of the trip, right?
Yo,
but like, it just seemed like he had like a common cold. And bro, because
y'all even take the risk.
Bro, if you cough 2 times, you push that up your nose now.
And you fired warm, you're outside.
You're outside, boss. Like that's you're literally, that's a bomb. That could kill us all. It could kill us all, but it might not. And we're not sure yet.
No, because it wasn't that serious, bro. His coughing didn't get.
Though. So he with 17 blood clots.
He ain't tell us that he was sick or whatever, right? So he coughed maybe like 2 times in the ride, go down. That ain't nothing serious. That ain't nothing serious. But then when we got to North Carolina, the second day, that's when he started coughing crazy.
Yeah, moving with AC.
Bro, good weather, bro. Windows down.
That he was in the front seat.
He was in the
breeze of flyback. Everybody did.
He was all the way in the back because the car had like 6 layers of seats.
Is a bus y'all in?
Damn near, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like this shit was spacious, bro. Shit was spacious.
Still sound like a fun trip, though. Not gonna lie.
Nah, it was dumb fun. Like I went, and you know me, bro. I love to eat, so I like to go all type of places where vegans wouldn't like me to go. So I went. I got me some Zaxby's. I got me some Churches. Go get me some Bojangles. Got the Nando's, bro. I was just eating, bro. Like I just ate so much.
No one is so fucking fat.
But so fit to that, you mother cunt.
That's cool, huh? We just hurt my feelings.
This is why you call it. This is crazy.
So I say, while y'all going up on the drive, y'all listen to the podcast, eh?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? I'm
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
We didn't understand.
No, they understood, but we skipped the ones where I wasn't in, because who the fuck cares?
Fair enough. He's selling it, and he have to sell himself with a part, so you have to exhibit it.
Oh, where you did, Jaran? You see, if you just have to listen to 6 episodes.
Because you gonna tell him, I'm from a podcast. But where you? When even in the picture.
These were employees.
Tech support.
They're just checking the airwaves from you, warming it up.
That's real life. What like these were employees?
Oh, bro.
Oh man. Oh, bro. But yeah, aside from getting the Rona, bro, I had a pretty decent week.
Yeah, my week was tiresome. Like 2 days out of the week. Wow, that's half the days. I was like, I wasn't in it, and I feel like it was because I drank juice those 2 mornings.
instead of
just drinking water. Because like since my flask broke, I haven't been drinking tea in the morning. And the thing is now, I could just order the new flask and they come like the next day.
I was going to
But
suggest
I
it,
just
but
like, man, that's too much work.
Oh, you see?
So I wake up every I wake up every day like, man, I wish I had a flask, boy.
Hold on, one last thing, bro. Is right, like we were in contact with Erica's grandpa. And this man's 80 years old, bro. Fit old man, bro. Like this old man is fit, bro. This man is 80 years old. He walked upright. He walked his daughter down the aisle because
wait, he work at Rebound?
He
work at Rebound?
I don't know how to answer that. I don't know what you just asked.
That sound like my boss.
That's like my boss.
Okay, no, he black. Okay, so nah, for real, bro. Like, and I just hope that we didn't like spread this shit to him, because
I mean, you would have known by now.
How would I know?
Because he would have it.
You would have it.
He would have been a hostile for his lungs.
How would I know that?
Because the news would have come to you.
The news wouldn't. Erica not connected to her family.
Okay, but how?
No, she only sees her family on weddings.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, but like, even if that happened, why you think I would know?
Because Erica would know.
Man, why you think that means I would know?
So Erica now gonna tell you that her grandfather.
Stop! You falling for his tricks. You're falling for his tricks.
No, I just want to say it. Oh, no, because the listeners are also here too.
You know what?
So I'm speaking on their behalf.
That is true. Let me stop going where I was going to go. Never mind.
I have to expose him in front of them so they understand.
The levels of tomfoolery
the levels
he be doing.
But we have to sell ourselves. Everybody needs to know what the character is that everyone plays and who Jaron plays and who Timon is. So we have to make sure Jaron exhibits it properly, presents it to the crowd, to the audience.
Yeah.
God, ain't gonna know that I'm bad.
You're gonna harass.
Yeah, but my week. So I think I was drinking like juice for those 2 mornings. Because like I was drinking water. I'm just like, man, I want something to spice up my mornings. So I said, a little sugar.
Boy, flex by John.
And then I was like, just cool. And then I got to work and I was like, I don't want to be here now. And the thing that kind of also put me on the whole, I'm not even in the mood, because I had to correct mistakes that I made. And who really want to do the same thing is just slave that, you know what I mean?
Nobody.
So I had to like cut and grind and then reset and do some stuff. And I was just slowly working on them for the last 2 days. And then when he got to Wednesday, I was like, bro, I don't want to keep working on this any longer. Get it over with. So I started working. And then Thursday I was working. And then I came in Friday and I realized, shit, I made a mistake. So I had to cut off half of some of the stuff and then re-weld them. So I was really stalling for that. When I came in this morning, right, when I went into work, my boss took the liberty to shove this piece of steel through this hole on this trampoline and then left a note saying I had to put oil on it to get it in. You know, that thing, I was supposed to fix it because it was not in any way aligned. And this man got it through. So now I couldn't. He had to pong that thing in with a hammer, bro. Because I was there sweating to try to pull it out. And I'm hitting it from the other end and then I can't go anywhere because now it's in a long piece of tube. And I had to cut the whole thing off just to get it out. I'm just like, why, man? Why?
You need to fight. You need to fight.
You could have just left a note saying this is what I want to do. I left there the Thursday saying, all right, let me cut out this little piece, and tomorrow when I come, I will cut out another piece. This man took the liberty and said, why would you use this channel? Why didn't you just use this pipe? The boy did some shit together. I know I had to go and fix it. And the thing is, I was going to do the exact same thing, but I had some steps I had to do before I got there. This man just did some shit. And I got there now and I saw it, and this is me. And then I started working at 7:30 or 7 o'clock because I just needed to take it in.
Just observing, like, okay.
I just need to like I look
accept
at
the reality.
I talk it a little. I'm like, why would he?
And it's like, nah, I feel, bro, I do that shit all the time with Ian and the dishes. Because this nigga don't do dishes. Or, like, I wake up and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wash my can left out. I walk up, the whole kitchen dirty, and I'm like, bro. I just have to stand and watch it for like a bit before me even start. So
Bro, I used to hate that shit too because it's just like, I know, bro, I have a plate in here that was in here since morning. The only dish in the house I touched all day. If I go out there and see a sink, who's supposed to wash that? Me? Because I'm the last person to put something in it. I will keep this in here for a week.
Yeah, just never pass out there. Never eat again.
And it's not that I'm trying to be bad-minded, you know. I was like, if this dish is to wash, I'll wash, but it has to be an appropriate amount. If there's mad dishes, bro, who's slaving? That's not me.
I was end up the determining factor that makes me wash the dishes. And like, I don't pay bills in this house.
That's usually what it comes down to.
I'm like, I don't pay bills, so the least I can do is wash the dishes.
That's what it always comes down to.
I'm like, but man, like, why almost wash your own shit, bro? Wash your shit.
It's never a problem for me to do dishes. I just never been scared of doing dishes.
But it's just you and Erica.
It's not that I'm scared now because like whenever I'm about to start washing, I have to pack and stack everything up neatly so I can actually see what I'm working with. And sometimes it's not a lot. It's just always tossed into the sink.
Yeah. I feel that. So you have to undo it so you can get it's like clear in your mind while you physically organize the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with the dish rack too. I need to make sure all the dishes out because when I wash dishes, I watch them strategically to how I'm going to pack the rack.
Nah, I pack that bitch.
You know, I need to start doing that, bro, because sometimes I be washing the dishes and I don't clear up the dish rack. So
yeah, I get you.
Halfway through, like I already washed all the dishes. I just leave it in the sink. I'm like, somebody will have to wash it again. Because
I get what you mean because like if that shit full, I wash out enough to fill it.
No, I wash everything and then I transfer over to the dish rack. But then if the dish rack's full before I get everything in, I just leave everything else in the sink, and then whatever in the sink, I'm going to put dirty things on top of it. So you won't have to wash this again. Most times it's still me. I don't know why the fuck I do this.
You play yourself. What's up? He not gonna be the one that ever come back.
I'm gonna give work to do, haha, and then you come back and do work.
Like, damn it. Did it to myself.
Yeah, but yeah. Just before we end things though, like, why do you think people who are trans or whatever, they keep it, like, they're dishonest with it, like, they don't feel like they're obligated to tell you that they made the change? Because, like, I would see some really good-looking people, and then I look at them real close, I'm just like, oh.
That's a man. Yeah. Oh, okay, you mean, like, why they would keep it a secret even while you're talking to them?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I get why,
because like,
but I don't get why they think it's.
People jump on your throat when they be like, "Oh, that's not my pronoun," but you're talking to them, you're just like, "Oh, I'm trans." Like, why they don't say it like that? Like, why it's not the first? Like, "Oh, hi, my name is whatever."
It's from the same standpoint where I get you. Like, they're so iffy about the whole thing. I mean, I think you're describing two different sets of people.
I am.
I think pronouns and trans.
I feel like
No, I get that.
No, it's the same group of people, but like I feel like the way they are, like I feel like the trans person that would jump down your throat, because you didn't know, or you use the wrong pronoun. I don't think that's the same trans person that's gonna hide it from you.
You know, I
don't know. I feel like it all depends on the situation.
Like if you tell me from the start, I can be like, oh, and then I can be like, oh, cool, you're honest, whatever. Person as friends, right? But then if I have to go through all of this whole deception, like I didn't know, and then now I find out, and you'd be like, oh, you just won't leave, blah blah blah. Yes,
nigga.
This was built on deception. If you tell me from the job, it gives me an opportunity to say, now I can make a choice because now I have all the cards. You know what I mean?
But Simon, by you now leaving because you know this person is trans and you're not gonna love them because they're trans, that makes you transphobic.
No, it doesn't.
Well, tell the trans people them that.
Bro,
tell them that.
Bro.
You remember those people that are talking about they're super straight now? Because
in Ohio, right? In Ohio, they're legalizing where trans people can actually change their birth certificate or whatever.
Yeah, their name on the birth certificate or something.
No, their gender.
Or their gender on the birth certificate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't like. What is, bro? What is life anymore then? What is real and what isn't? What is fake? What is fact?
Bro, I get it. Their birth certificate should stay the same, but I don't. Maybe they need to add something
Add
else.
a page. Add a page. Add a transition page. You cannot change a historic government record.
Like
because of how you feel.
Realistically, everybody knows, right? And I'm not just trying to be ignorant here, stupid or whatever. But there's male and there's female. That's the one or two, right? And if you move it from there, like when you're doing a resume, they ask you like, what do you prefer, male, woman, other, or what are you, male, female, other, whatever. They should have the other steps to say like, okay, born male, transition this. Born male, this is what whatever.
Trans female.
Trans male, trans female. But at the end of the day, based from what were you born as, male or female. That's what it's just simple. Just add something to it, not erase and restructure the whole principle of life and biology.
I'm about to start circling other,
bro. Like if you circle other, to be honest, I don't even know what that means today because then again, I don't know. I feel like I'm still like prejudiced to an extent to those people, in the sense that let's say I was an interviewer, right? And you circle other, you know what I mean? I look at that again. That resume gone no. Garbage. I'm looking at it again. I'm like, you have me a raw soul. Like you couldn't just circle one. Like you really went to other.
Literally, you could have just picked anyone and then I'll be fine with it.
Yeah, I'll be fine with whatever reason. Yeah, I'm male, but this is...
You could look like a buff male and circle female and be like, all right, whatever. You can do the job right. All right.
Exactly. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not.
I would not think you know how to do the job right. If a buff male come in right under my resume saying female, obviously this man don't have proper motor function skills.
You check, obviously you're an imposter. That's like who you are. What you do with this woman?
Everything the man sees like 2 inches downwards.
Exactly.
My motor function skill not right, and you're not capable of doing my job.
See, but that's why you ask questions, follow-up questions. It's like, so I was going through your resume, Mr. Supermanly, and it says that you are female. Was that an error? And then he will explain himself and says, no, my mother named me Mr. Manly, but I'm a girl trapped in this male physique.
I can get that, bro. I'll be like, okay, I got you, bro. And then, me, you can talk about that, like, bro, just be a human being.
You are a woman trapped in a male physique with some 6-inch muscles.
Man, that thing was genetic. I inherited it from my grandfather. It skipped generation.
Built like the fucking Crimson Chin, and you think no.
All I want to say, boss, at the end of that, bro, I love everybody. I love everybody equally. I like y'all differently, though.
I don't love everybody equally.
I love everybody because you're a human being. That means you should be loved. That's basic.
You said equally. I don't love everybody equally.
No, I love. Okay, fair. When we're talking about the general population who's outside of my family, I love everybody that's not a family member or a friend or somebody close equally.
No.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm not going to use such strong words. I feel like people misuse the word love.
I will see some people, and for absolutely no reason, I just don't like you. So
yeah, no, but love and like is not the same thing. I love you, but I don't like you.
Love is such a strong emotion and feeling to just toss out to random strangers.
That's what society says.
I can't say I have love for everybody because
Jesus had love for everybody.
Because Jesus is God.
I'm want to be like you, so me love everybody too.
All right. Exactly. The next person who wants to love for your body, I hope you let them in, because what God said, knock and it shall be open. So I hope you let them in when they're trying to show you love.
You coming like a shepherd's rod with them.
Bro, I hate when when people use the Bible to justify their wrong.
Check.
Because I'm just like, bro,
sir, you know what was happening there and what you're explaining now. It's like, I often question, is this even worth explaining? If you could have done this with this explanation and you were confident enough to back up your bullshit with a text. Is there really anything else to talk about?
Check, man was abusing his son now. And the man's like, you know, cry. You know who cry? Jesus wept now. You think you're better than Jesus? Abuse is not funny. I'm sorry.
Abuse is funny, man. Man, I went through my childhood, bro. Through my childhood, getting all those beatings, bro. Like, it taught me a lot, bro. And this shit's funny. This shit's why I'm funny, bro. So trust me, it builds character. Just tough.
I feel like it's literally, I don't know, because that's another thing. I don't like calling everything abuse. Because abuse is like one of them terms that people be just using. They just use that. They abuse the word abuse. Like, it's like I don't know. I like to call things what it is. If you got beat unnecessarily, like if as a kid you didn't do something and you got punished for it, for example.
Okay.
Your parents is an alcoholic, so they come home and freak you up just because you were there. That's abuse.
I tell you to be there.
Okay, but listen. What if you were a bad kid, right? Mm-hmm. So you did a lot and you got beat because you did a lot of things, right? But after a while, they just started dragging because it's like, yo, you don't learn. So they just beat you more and more because you don't learn.
And the blood them start get harder and harder.
Yeah, they get harder and harder, but you still don't learn.
Yeah, I don't think that's abuse because you're fishing and you're catching.
Nah, but then you have to change as a parent. You have to change your strategy then.
You should. No. As a sensible person, a smart person who's about progression and change and betterment, the solution to the problem should be to change.
Because bro, when my mom used to beat me, I used to laugh.
Hey.
And if I ever laugh whenever it beat me, he would never stop.
No, you see, I can't do it with my dad because his hand, I'm mechanic hand dog. Like once that Lego, I'm done. I'm weak.
Mechanic hand. Hey, one time
whatever he hit gone numb.
One time me watch Teddy take something out to the oven with the beer hand.
I see my old man put his finger in oil to take out the planting. Bro, it's not real. Like what?
Your check.
I remember this one time I squeezed this one thing in the door. This man called me and said, "Open the door." Bro, what?
Nobody even try what we figured.
I'm like, what happened? Open the door. What happened to open the door? Okay.
Yo. And I dead me left in the door.
Bro, I couldn't be that strong with my kids. My kids open the 1, 2, you're done. Open the door. He got so scared. I think that's why he didn't make noise. Because if I was scared, I'd have been more hesitant and his finger would have probably been there longer. You're a wise guy, man. But yeah, I like how this generation is like kind of moving forward, man. I hate how sensitive they really are and how they get about things because like you can have your own opinions and like they don't want you to disagree with theirs because then you're offending them. Why? Why is what I think and what I do or what I believe offending you? Like we can agree to disagree.
Yeah,
we can still be friends and not be on the same page.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why does the way I think about certain thing? I get if it's actually harmful. If me thinking this is actually playing into like my actions, and it's going beyond my opinion. If it's not just if it's an opinion, a thought, whatever this is what I think. Boom, full stop, and that gets to you. First of all, I don't think you're ready for this world. As a person, you're not ready for life. But if that's the case too, you're still wrong. Like I don't. If it has to go over and play into something else, because I should be able to think what I need to think or whatever I want to think. It don't have to make sense. I should be able to. If I want to think the world is flat, and I have all my reasons for doing it, let me think that.
Like, yeah,
But
take
when
some
it comes to me
criticism, but
trying
at
to,
the end of the day, just like chill, man.
but no, if I'm coming over to your house and teaching your developing children that stupidness, then I feel like that's cause
No, that person out the
for you to
pocket and
step
out the
up your shit.
line.
You know, that it's like no, it's not just limited to what you think on the matter. It's like
Bro,
what you're exerting. So I feel like that's
which
where I start drawing the line.
you want me to tell we're gonna be confused, you know? Because like, what if like in the education system, them man's try to teach kids? I think I sent you a little video on this. Like the kids trying to learn about like certain grammatical, like, you know, how to say things, phrase things, verb, noun, you know, subject, and then they have to deal with these pronouns that they have to address people by. Want to just make things complicated for those children. Like I know children learning things at a faster pace and they're sponges. So you can like probably get them to differentiate between the whatevers or whatevers. But like what about those kids who are like slow and dyslexic who just not picking it up as fast? If the education system doesn't do them justice, then that's just that environment
The
becoming more.
education system already don't do them justice.
I know, but now they're making it extra complicated for them kids who are right now behind because of COVID. So like some kids will be like, I rather stay home and learn. And then they're like, nah, we're not giving you the option anymore. Like COVID is not anymore. So come back to school. Like I feel like people should because we're here, I don't think we should go back. I think people should be able to be homeschooled from home via the teachers.
Yeah,
So
I
like
feel like the option should still be there.
they should
That's all.
still have the option. So you could
So
go
you
to
still
school
choose. Yeah,
and you
still
can
choose.
also stay home and once you come to class from home. Because then
Mm.
it will give you this like, okay, I can take a break from school and just be home by myself safe and
It's like
still
whatever
picking
works for
this.
you.
Yeah, and still taking the education. And if I need to be out there and socialize and really hang out with my friends and actually run about, I will go to school. All you know is you're home and you can get the information. If you don't choose to take the information from home, that's your business because you probably won't do it at school either.
You don't even know, right? I would still go to school and then log in from Zoom, like at school. So I wouldn't actually attend classes, but I would like it, break time, lunchtime or so, whether they with all the catty and them, because ain't nothing home to do. So, with the kick it with all the catty and them, and then still go my classes online.
Yeah, and it will still work out. Like I feel like they should have the option, man. But
I
then
feel
like
like we will. I feel like a lot of the things that are a thing now are going to remain the thing. And what will happen is as things get better, we'll have some of our options back.
you think
Like
school
even
fees
your
are
whole
gonna go
idea of
down?
traveling and shit, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's not until there's some sort of constant standard across the board where anywhere you go, this is what we do everywhere. Until then, I don't really see myself like going about and being I'm not going to try and get back to life as normal until life in general attains some kind of normal,
Bro,
because nothing anywhere is normal. It's everything currently is in a state where it's like we don't know if this is what we're going to be doing a month from now, but
where
we just
y'all
kind of see
see
where we're
where
going.
y'all see Antigua without this tourism industry? Like where y'all
I
really
don't
think
see
happening?
Antigua without it, period. It's not
Bro,
going nowhere.
We too
this
dependent on it.
bro, yes, we are dependent on it, but with this whole pandemic and everything, right? With there's money not go to towards not so.
That's so we just waiting, boss. You know, just wait. We have to wait.
I know there's another Caribbean country who depends on I don't remember which one it was. I think it's Grenada. They depend on tourism, but it's not their only source of income if it fails.
Oh, because they got mad resources though.
Yeah, they have the land that they really live off of.
Yeah.
And they have all the goods and all the markets and people selling. So if I need a chicken, I know a lady down the road selling chicken because she have a farm. If I need okra, I know a woman who's selling okra and potato I can get. So they don't need to go overseas to pick up all their goods because they can do it in-house. And in my head, I'm just like, they don't even have a Caribbean network to properly make use of all the resources we have here. We go to the States and get shit in cans or polo from Mexico and stuff. And I'm just like, but people are getting cheap labor and sending this stuff to America and get them sell. And then we bring it back. I'm just like, why is there a middleman?
But you're missing the point now. It's not per se that we are doing that because We just want to overlook the resources we have. It's given the resources we have, like all the farmers and stuff, whatever, all that they produce, it's still not enough to sustain us. And that not only comes from like just general our resources, whatever, but a lot of people who get up and say, oh, we don't do this, we don't do that, are the same peoples that if they had the opportunity, they wouldn't want to do it for themselves either.
No, I get it. Get it. But I feel like if Jaron have a farm and he produces like 100 potatoes, but we need 5,000 to feed Antigua regular, right? Take his 500 potatoes first.
They do that though.
Nah, not really, because farmers waste food when they go to the markets and stuff, and they can't.
That's because they're trying to sell it independently.
I get that, but like they're not really getting supported that much. And then you send them to big companies like Bargain Center, Epicurean and stuff, and sometimes they be looking at the goods and be like, yeah, these are ugly or these not up to par, and they get them elsewhere for cheap and plentiful and more. And you're just like, but these are local, and then they just
still
give you
plays down to us though. It's still us though, and our habits, the way how we shop, because like you just said, right? It's Bargain Center. No, sorry, Epicurean have sweet potato selling. That's maybe from overseas. The farmer man from down the road have the same variety of potato selling down the market. But me, I'm not a person who goes to shop down market. I go to shop at Epicurean. So I'm going to, it's like the businesses in Antigua are not obligated to carry a certain product, right? Whether it's from here or for whatever. They're carrying what people going to buy. Right? So at the end of the day, if people didn't gravitate to the stuff from overseas the way they do, there wouldn't be a need to carry it. Well, if you get what I mean.
Well, just imagine if Epicurean had like a little lot and they say, all right, boom, this is a rotation. It's going to be a little market for locals. And they're just like, all right, every 3 months there's a rotation happening. So you have the contract for this 3 months, this quarter, and then the next set of farmers have it for the next quarter. So you allow your fields to build up and you can go back to market and sell there. And, there's a rotation going on. So everybody get their chance within this certain whatever season that they're selling. Everybody get a chance. So just imagine you have a quarter here, Epicure, and the next quarter you had Bargain Center, and the next quarter you had somewhere else. You're rotating between the markets and these other places, and your food is getting out there. So people, they have the option to say, yeah, I don't want local stuff. Let me go in and get 2 sweet potato from America, because they're just different. They have a, the option, and they can say,
no, I hear you. Like the whole thing.
Yeah, we just like we provide, like we help you out by giving you a place to sell your local goods, and this is basically on you, but you still have to pay us some kind of little fee for just being here on the property. You know what I mean? So it's not a loss for them, but they get like something from it. Not to tax them or make it seem like they're not making any kind of profit, but it could, I don't know.
No, it's because you still have to look at it from a business point of view. I wouldn't say that they're not losing from it.
I don't really understand the politics, but I really do understand that you can't just do shit like that for the kindness of your heart.
You can't, That's the thing. And a lot of people, especially with the way they look at the fact that we depend on tourism, they look at it as, we had like 10 options and we just chose this one because the people in charge chose this one. It's like, no. Given the cards that we've been dealt from the beginning of time up until we colonized, up until the point where we get independence and all that shit, everything trickling down is us having nothing, right? Started off as a place with nothing, then a place that was rich within something, right? The reason why we had slavery, right? They had plantations, whatever. But all the things, all the resources that were mined, I would say, were gathered from Antigua, were not ever invested back into Antigua either. Literally, Antigua was just it's like a parasite. Them mans came in, suck out all the life, and all the life went elsewhere. So it's like literally us using tourism is the fact that our resources down. This is what we got. We got untouched land, blah, 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 blah. People love this stuff. People pay big bucks to come see this because the rest of the world ain't really got it like that. So we have something that they ain't got. So what's our niche market? This, you know?
I think it's like
And boom.
Harvard or some shit. That's where half of Antigua money went.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, and that literally has nothing to do with the development or anything economical
Like,
with Antigua. So it's literally
It's true.
it
Wasn't
is what
Antigua
it
trying to get
is
like money or
because of the
props or something
circumstance.
from Harvard?
Nah, he was Gaston was trying. I don't know if they did it in reparation shit. Because a
Yeah.
bunch of other places were
Which
doing
is
it and then
wild
he was
because
accountable and shit.
reparation was given to the slave masters for their trouble for not having
For
slaves
not
anymore.
having slaves no more. As
I
it
was like,
bro, I'm like, so you
oh wow.
basically paid a man
I was like,
for
sorry
his
for your trouble.
loss.
Sorry for your losses. Here's some money.
It's like, yeah,
I
sorry
mean,
that you
bro,
can't abuse these people anymore. But here, no
it's
hard
not really
feelings.
sorry. It's not really sorry. Like, you can't abuse these. Like, they bought these slaves, right? After they bought the slaves, they were using the slaves to run their business, and then they took away the slaves from them. And be like, yo, this ain't legal. So all what you invested your life in, this is whatever.
Bro,
So
but they still got them for cheap though. All the money that they did spend, if they were supposed to spend money for a human being, it would have been way more. So whatever money that they spent, they
okay,
already
but
made
remember
back.
back then they weren't buying a human being. They
Bro,
weren't
but
buying a human being
think about
according to
it.
them.
Think about it. I get it. I get it. But think about it like this, right? Them man's buying tractor to work the field, and the tractor can only make them this amount, right? The ox and whoever pulling white man that was pulling the fields could only make this amount, despite how strong or how long the ox gonna live. This man say, all right, these humans cost less than the ox, but they work 24/7. That's money make. And then now, let's say the ox life is like 5 years, but these human live 40. He making back the money plus more. He shouldn't get back any reparations. He
Yeah,
already
he
made
done
back the
like
money
the
that
fact he already has a
he
fortune.
invested.
You're paying him now for the inconvenience of not being able to generate more fortune in the current way. Because mind you, these bosses, they still have their resources now. It's not like the money gone now. They still have the money, so they could literally just start paying these niggas to work.
Bro, they could.
Like, bro, there's like options here. It's like, hey,
They
this is
had the
just
money and
illegal
the
now.
infrastructure, and they could be like, all right, now that we already set things in motion, how about we start treating you all like human beings and start giving you all a quarter a day?
You know,
The
like
man's,
there was options, bro.
there
And
were
yeah,
options. The man's like, nah, let's just, nah.
like, and
Bro,
that's why literally everything we have just got sent out, and you know, we just always got the bad side of the stick, and because we weren't the ones getting rich in the beginning, we got rich. It's like, okay, the white people got rich, right? We as the black people ain't got the opportunity to get rich yet. So until we can get with some of them white people that have the money, which is all investors in general, that's the only route to getting rich. We need to connect to the people who have the money. And that's why we're always so quick to sell out, because if we don't sell out, who the hell else is going to give us where the hell else we going to get the money from? It's not like we printing our own money.
Remember that time China tried to like put a gun factory in Antigua?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, no. Everybody was like, no.
See, everybody would have, but then for literally on the business side of things, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, I would have 6 guns.
No, that don't mean that you would have
that
actual
mean
guns.
Bro, I would
The
work
restrictions and rules are still in place.
I would work in that factory and I would scratch off number like barcodes from the jump.
I'm sure there's ways around this.
Before the part with the serial number even get put into the conveyor belt, I scratch it off. So by the time you roll through, there's a gun somewhere in that pile with no number. I 6 guns, I promise you, on my bed. Sometimes they go off accidentally. I have them.
That's what it would have been good economically, because it's literally a means of us producing something and us exporting them back out to whoever, right? And that's literally tax money that's going to get paid, because the reason of exporting stuff is so that we can make a profit, and a greater profit because of the foreign exchange. We get in foreign. Like, there's just so much behind a lot of the things that people cuss about. And I'm like, I get it, because if you had no knowledge of how this shit works in the business world, I get it. It's all bullshit. Because I wouldn't say bullshit. It seems like heartless and very selfishness. A lot of selfishness and stuff like that. But literally, business don't have no room for nobody's feelings. I will never pay you more because I feel like you should get more. I have to pay you more if I can afford to pay you more. If I can't afford to pay you more, you're getting the hell out. That's simple. And it's not because I don't want you to have a job. You know, it's because this is the requirement. This is what I have to do. This is the action. Yes, me and your friend, you've been working here for a while, but you've been doing shit. The customers have been complaining about you. I'm sorry, I have to let you go. You can't work here anymore. No hard feelings. I like you, but for business sake, you're not a good fit. You got to go. Then this and then that and then bad minded or whatever, you know, but you're not seeing the bigger picture behind like the shit. You know, everything is personal in the eyes of, you know, people who are not involved in that life. And that's why a lot of times, like, even me, like, hearing about the steps and stuff that Auntie could be doing, I really don't be getting mad at it because I literally see the business aspect of it and how it's a good idea. What I might get mad at is how it's implemented and if it's a failure because of the things they lack in the execution.
I be getting worked up because I never know the full story. And to be honest, I don't follow the full politics. So I'm just always informed. So the information that I always come across, I'm just like, that don't make no sense. Logical, smart, educated people be doing some dumb shit like this. Like what? And then when I finally hear the true story, I'm just like,
oh,
shut up, boy.
Yeah, that's not. I don't be jumping in.
But nah, I don't. I be doing the same shit over and over. Like you come and tell me, you know, gas and burn down a building, and not let you would like when you tell me the full story as to why the building got burnt down and why people are blaming Gaston for it. I'd be like, that makes sense. But I would always fall for the first one.
Yeah, I feel that's human nature though, because I feel like we have to put an effort into getting more, because we already have a reaction before we get the full story.
Facts.
We have all we hear is like boss. Sometimes you think you know where the story going, and you already have your reaction. You didn't even hear it for sure yet.
That's like me when
I
I'm
feel
reading.
like that's just human nature.
That's like me when I'm reading, bro. Like I read like a couple things and I just assume the rest.
It's like, yeah, it was just falling down. Oh, I was like, oh no, you just slipped on the stairs.
Man, open the book and read the first page, the first sentence in the first page, and the last sentence in the first page.
I was just like, yep,
I got the gist of this.
I get it. It wasn't bad. Not too shabby.
Great book.
What time did we start recording this?
Because I think it's like 10 something, guys.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
People gonna cuss.
You know what's crazy, bro? Like right now, like I'm completely congested. Like I was trying to tell y'all niggas like, yo, I think it's about time for me to go sleep because I can't fucking breathe. Bro, I'm over here. I'm over here mouth breathing. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Bro, you put yourself in a fucked up situation, boy.
I didn't know you had asthma. I've never seen you even wheeze before.
Because I had one attack back ever? Back in primary school, and ever since then, never again. So I was like, okay, I guess not.
Well, I don't know. I was gonna tell you go like put some water up your nose, salt water up your nose.
Nah, yeah, something chest rub or some shit.
Then I was gonna tell you to get some Vicks,
some Buckleys.
But I hear there's like a trick that you can do to like clear your nostrils. It's like at the back of your ear, you have to like press and rub to your just throat while keeping your head tilted backwards.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is. I never tried it though, but I don't know how true it is.
The canals of your nose or something kind of run intertwined with the ear or whatever. Kind of like when you rub Vicks between your, like behind your ear or something, you can feel it in your sinuses or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they connected somehow, so it helps like relieve some of the pressure that's in your nostrils.
Oh, okay.
And then like by holding your nose, you're telling your brain to like, yeah, whatever's in your nose, I need to unclog it, and some shit happen.
So the manual controls.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, okay.
Like who the hell figured that shit out?
Bro, who the hell figure out shit in general? Bro, it can't be trial and error.
A lot of the like, somebody had like an instruction book.
It's
the aliens.
Man. The aliens.
It's these aliens, bro.
They've left the book with one person. And it was going to disintegrate in 5 years. So there'll be no history of it.
Learn and share everything you can because this book ain't here forever.
You have 5 years to learn it. Good luck.
Man didn't even invent paper yet. He's like, wait, what?
You check what we're supposed to do with this. Man, have to first
Figure out how to carve it on the rocks.
You check.
I got it and leave the book with me. Page 1, the end.
That's the gist of the story.
Last week they already discovered fire. Me left the jar. Oh shit.
But guys, this was a fun discussion. I hope you guys understand that we are cancelled, and I hope you know a lot of people are gonna listen to this and be like, I can't believe these sons of bitches.
Y'all canceled. I didn't say much.
Mina K for cancel. Mina K. I don't care. I like this whole cancel culture. I've been spazzing about that. I really don't give a shit. If you're offended, go fly a kite. You understand?
That's me. Waiting for the boy for telling like to suck their mama.
No, I'm not. I ain't gonna pull it. No, I still keep it professional.
You can't disrespect our listeners like that.
No, this is them again. Nah. But I'm just saying, if you're offended, okay, let me put this. If you're offended, first of all, know that I didn't come on here to offend nobody.
Why are you offended from a guy off the internet?
No, well, I'm just saying. But if that's first, I need to make it known. I think because communication is key, right? We gotta let our intentions be known. I want you guys to know it's not my intention to offend anybody. We're all just having a good time, talking, sharing ideas, whatever. But on the off chance you happen to be offended, then you can go fly a kite.
Sometimes
you can put it a different way, but that's just me.
Sometimes I be wanting to offend. I'm not gonna lie.
But not for the sake of actually getting somebody angry. You just kind of want to see where it goes.
I just want to see what's gonna happen.
I ain't trying to hurt you or bring hardship to your life. Maybe I might poke you to get a response, but like I ain't trying to piss nobody off for real.
Man, I can't wait until I get caught in this stuff because I want to be devil's advocate.
Oh yeah, bro, you ain't ready for that.
I'm not ready
editing yet. Alone for all the talking over each other, that's gonna be wild.
It's okay. I will give it a chance to talk.
That's gonna be low.
Once it's not a situation where I'm just like, so Courtney, and then there's something. Okay. But then what happened? And then this, and she just keep cutting me off as soon as I open my mouth. That's when you're gonna have a problem because I have to literally say, all right, Courtney, so in 2 weeks I'm coming to Antigua to fuck you up.
Punch you in the throat.
Punch you in the throat. It's equality around here.
I feel like she would drop you.
I feel so, dog. I feel so.
Yeah, she vicious.
To be honest, Courtney was a little strong back in the day. So I feel like she still have that strength. Yeah, so I feel so. But anyways, guys, thanks for having this discussion. It was fun.
I was talking to the man them.
And for all them listeners, jump in the DMs and just tell some shit that you know.
What kind of all go on?
You want to hear our thoughts on.
Okay, that's what we're here for. We're here to entertain and also to inform. I don't know if you want to take our words for what we say, but
we don't really have no direction. We just up here chatting, telling stories, farming the fool. But if you want us to go somewhere, we can take the time out and just, talk about that shit. Like if I don't have the knowledge on that stuff, it's gonna be hard for me to talk about, but I could still have an opinion.
We can still,
I'll know a little about it, but you really can't take me because
no, I had no opinions. I had no opinions today because I didn't really have any knowledge on what y'all were talking about.
Nah, but you still responded to like what we said, so it still worked.
Based on what we brought to the table, you had something you could say, but you're not telling anybody to run with it because at the end of the day, we're not 100% sure what we really say, but this is what we feel in this moment. It could change tomorrow. We could get more information and be like, oh, we chat a bunch of shit on this episode.
Yeah, we ain't ignorant out here. Not ignorant. If you got something, clarify something, find us. Let's talk.
We could have a lot in common and then we all grow together. Like it's a move, it's a vibe.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, keep John in your prayers. He's doing well. Could be worse, but we just want him and his significant other, Miss Erica, to pull through.
Say and, make business.
A full communicate.
Suppose Erica don't want this man. I know.
Making him stink a road.
I know she can't left it because everybody know.
Well, John, you're welcome.
Just trap this girl in a relationship. God. She's like, he have the corona. This is the perfect time to leave. Says for my health.
Yeah, about to.
Damn. Bro, you think they have Tinder for people with AIDS?
And that was the extra. Well, do I end the show right now? That was the Drink and Drunk podcast.
Somebody say you think they have Tinder for people with AIDS.
You know, that's going to be the title, right?
I thought the title was going to be trans something.
Well, since you put that, I just want to throw everybody off.
All right.
Until the last second.
Tinder for AIDS.
When they hear that question.
Is it just Tinder for AIDS? That's what it is.
Apparently, I'm not trying to prolong this anymore, but apparently the AIDS medication. But apparently the AIDS medication lowers the amount of virus you have. So technically, a person with AIDS that's on medication can still have sex with a person who doesn't have it and have a family and kids born that don't have AIDS, and the husband doesn't contract it either.
See?
So in today's day and age, it's not a death sentence. It's literally something you can live with.
People with AIDS, do they say, oh, girl, when do you tell your partner you don't have AIDS? Is it like, do you wait?
Off rip. I feel like it's off rip.
So, girl.
Yeah, these are things you have to say off rip.
Because if not, that's I'm just
crime. Like, is it like, yeah, so, girl, you know, I'm feeling you and everything. I don't want to spend all my life with you. But I just wanted to let you know that I got AIDS.
Plus, Simon, if you don't say off rip, and then you tell her like 2 years down the line,
oh no, you can't.
Then she can claim that you cheated on her. That's how you got it.
I feel like that's the least of your concerns at that point.
Yeah, that's the least of your concerns. You have AIDS, bro.
Literally, after one sexual encounter with that person, you can literally go to prison for
you have AIDS. You gave her AIDS, and then 2 years later, you let her know. And then she under the assumption that you
you didn't give her. You didn't give her because you're on your medication. You're on.
True.
So you didn't give her, but then you telling her no 2 years later.
Yeah, no, that's something I feel like you hear trans people.
Sounds like a crime.
The people with AIDS tell people from the jump. You all need to.
It's not like a good way for her to take everything you got.
Nah, you got to put it on the table and give her the option to accept it or not. If she can't accept it, let her go about her business.
It has to be wild for people who really believe in love and marriage get into a relationship where they plan to like compromise themselves to make this relationship work, and then at the end of the day, they're just not good enough to keep it together. Like I know it's not a one person job to keep a relationship going, but like when a woman wants to go, you can't stop her.
Mm-hmm. And that's like, just make sure I give no reason in the first place.
Yeah, but what if you're doing your job and at one point she's just like, this guy doing the most, and she thinks either you don't deserve or she don't deserve you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Like she gone and she taking some of your shit if she that spiteful.
You know what's real crazy, bro? It's like let's just say like you're not putting in 100%, but like you putting in let's say 75%, right? Like you invested 75% like of
that's you, a lot, boy.
But like she like these like they don't be investing that much of them. They honestly think that you're supposed to be happy that you're with them just because you're with them.
It's funny. I was telling somebody this the other day. I'm just like, guys really work to get a woman's love, and then
these bitches don't have any personality.
Yeah, it's like when they say I love you, you're supposed to be like, yeah, I know, because I did all these things so you could love me. From the jump, I loved you, but you didn't do anything. That was just my attraction to you. I had to make you feel comfortable enough
had to make
love
ourselves worth you, and then, like worth it for you.
I'm trying to figure out like what is it that they're offering? And I know women offer a lot, right? But what exactly is it? Like for all the work that I put in to gain your love, what did you do to gain mine?
A pretty face.
I feel like that's generally a question that we need to ask ourselves, because I feel
because
a lot of people, if they did that, they wouldn't breed the type of people that they be breeding out here.
No, because even when I think about it, I'm just like, what is it that I really offer? Like I know what I
bring to the table.
Yeah, I know how much I work to get you, but I don't know in sense what it is that I did. But I know I did a lot. I can't put it into words, or I can't figure out what it is that I did per se.
To quantify it, yeah.
Yeah, to quantify. And I can't ask them what they did either, because they probably can't quantify it either. But it's just like, were you trying as hard to get me to love you like I was trying to get you to love me?
I can actually sit down and like say everything that I bring to a relationship and whatnot.
Because like it also goes into the whole thing where girls are just like, I'm not gonna say it's everybody. If you're listening, I'm not saying this is everybody. I'm just generalizing.
It's honestly, I feel like it's the majority.
Yeah, but it's just like, also females, right? And I'm saying females because I just don't want anybody, woman or girl, or misquote anybody.
No.
I hate they don't like. I hate they don't like getting called females.
I saw a tweet today. Yeah, I was like, yo, I fuck up, boy.
Yeah, but like, what's with it where people like to check boxes and say, this is what I want from somebody? Like, I understand you have standards and you have goals and dreams and aspiration in the person that you want to love for the rest of your life, right? But then it comes down to a lot of people be like, I want you to be financially stable, but you're fucking 20 trying to figure out who you are. And you yourself you are not even financially stable, but you want somebody who's financially stable. You want somebody who has this kind of car, this house, this Benz, this life, but you don't have it. So what is this? Are you trying to be that person's crutch, or are you trying to be that person's load? Like, what is
it? Crazy. I don't know.
You're not coming in for a 50-50. Let's figure it out. Let's work on it. Let's work on your shortcomings and let's work on my shortcomings and let's bring each other up. Like, you're saying, this is my start point. You have to have these things. Like, a lot of people, because of the opportunity, they already grew up where they're 19, they're making money, they're out here, have their own place and doing all kind of stuff. And other people, so in like their 30s, who barely getting by but don't have the things that some people have. And people look at that life and be like, I want the luxurious rich person so I can be safe, secure, and not have to worry about nothing. But why they want the easy, simple way? Because like, when you work hard, water tastes better.
Like, I believe coming into a relationship, it's basically you come in with 25% of 100. Like that's the 25% is how much of you're bringing in, right? Mm-hmm. And how much of her, yeah, and you're meeting each other at 25%. That makes 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other 50 is not Timon, and the other 50 is not just Timon, or it's not just Jaron or just Erica. It's literally us. The other 50 we're building up. The 25% we're coming in with is who we are.
Self.
Yeah. I am a person who likes to do this. I'm a person who handles pressure this way, blah, blah, blah. And everything else that we building up from there on is to build us. Is whatever. It's like
so
the mixing the day, we're not just 50, ingredients.
You're bringing a 50% to the relationship.
I'm bringing ingredients to the relationship, and by the end of it, or by the time we reach where we're supposed to have a cake.
I get you.
We're supposed to have a cake, and it's not just.
Let's let Jaron go get some rest, bro.
Yeah, that too. Oh wow, we kept talking again.
Why we keep doing again, bro? Because I keep bringing up shit before we just end.
Okay, thank you guys for listening again. We appreciate you guys. Pray for Jaron.
And I'm going to drop this instrument at the end of this episode. I'm thinking about putting it as the intro. Is my friend singing? Is my friend singing?
Get this far.
I hope y'all get this far. And if y'all like it, let me know. And then I'll just make it into the intro. And listen here, if you want somebody to tell them they like it, that's it. That's all I need.
That's enough. That's enough. You need to get out there, man.
But again, thank you for listening to the Drink and Drown podcast.
Big up yourselves.
Yes, sir. The run. I'm on the sign note. Bless.
Hey, you forgot to say yeah. You see, you have to wait to stay.
You're not consistent.
You see? No. You see? I likely change them up now. And look, you see? Yo, my done. No,
try pull this around. We catch him locking, and then he tried to spin this around. I was like, hey.
No, real talk, right? I real life just said, you know what? Let me say something different. Let me say something because I got the Rona, so let me say something about the Rona.
Change a man.
So I said, let me talk about the Rona instead of just ending it off with the yeah. But since that's what I want, yeah. Well, gone.
No, let's take on Jack. Let's take on Jack. Yeah, later.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Darling, 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 please stop.